Yeah, did y'all
What?
pour anything in y'all glass?
I did.
Yeah.
Now we didn't go crazy, but
You
did.
you gave yourself like a quadruple
You
shot.
did a full pour. That's a full pour in that cup.
Hey.
Welcome to the episode of Tequila Talk. My name is Walt Like Walt, aka Tequila Walt. You can do that. Search my old tweets. I have grown, aka Child of the Pavement, aka the 5-time Crock Pot Champ. Oh, I'm sorry, the 6-time Crock Pot Champ. Aka if you see me in Ghost Gym for weights, approach me as you would a bear. Aka my pronouns are I'm him, and we have Jazz Cooper in the building.
Hey guys, please make sure you're following us on social media on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you listen. Please make sure you download. That's how we get our streams, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for full episodes of the show. Hi, friend.
Hello,
How how are you?
I'm good.
Like just got.
You have something in your throat?
I was gonna say something, but y'all been on pause time all day. I was gonna say it got caught in my throat, but
Hey.
I mean, it happens. From what I heard.
nothing's been caught in my throat, caught in my teeth, baby, but not my throat.
Teeth.
So you don't like swallow?
Oh, you mean that?
Like
Eh.
swallow, it might get caught.
What's getting caught in your teeth? What kind
Yeah.
of sperm they got?
Oh yeah, she got dick caught in the teeth.
When
Oh,
I
yeah.
had braces.
Oh yeah, I ain't even asked you to do that.
So we do have a guest today. Fuck it. Let's just get right to it before it gets even worse. We have
Ooh,
a
you
guest
gonna
today.
embarrass me today. I can feel it.
World renowned chef. He has a interesting story of how he got into being a chef. Ex NFL player. Played for Jackson State.
Jack State.
Jack State. There we go.
Yes.
Time out with Tobias is out right now. He does a show on ESPN. You've seen him on Food Network. All types of challenge shows, things of that nature. Shit that I like to watch actually. Cause I be watching it and I was like, damn, I can't eat those foods because I'm gonna start looking like Shrek and it's not gonna be a good thing. All right, so we have Chef Tobias in the building. How you doing, sir?
Good having, man. Thank you for having me today.
Joining us on your busy schedule.
Yeah.
Man, it's a pleasure to be with good people, man.
Amen.
He goes on the Tequila Talk Wall of Fame. Him and DJ Money, and I think it was one on Malcolm Xavier
4.
bringing us tequila.
Yes.
Everybody else, no one else brings tequila.
Everybody
Oh,
else is
shit.
poor.
They
But
drink our shit.
I'm
Oh, Scooty, yes.
I'm
yes.
definitely bringing tequila. Come on, man.
We
Let's
You know
appreciate
what I'm
tequila
saying?
talk.
I haven't seen the 19. He gave.
we all got a personal bottle.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be eating ass tonight.
Woo, yeah, that's the real.
I mean, I'm starting early.
That's my honey pack.
It is.
Hey, how you doing, sir? You doing good?
All right.
Not today.
Okay.
But I say, we're not gonna do this. The last time y'all were around each other that I know was somebody got in trouble. I'm gonna leave this a be.
Dog, I got my ass kicked for about 2-3 months.
For real, for
The
real?
live show.
The live show.
Yeah, why you get your ass kicked? Your niggas was mad?
Niggas was
Man,
pissed.
tell them niggas they can't beat me, man.
That's what I be trying to tell people. You gotta understand, me and Tobias known each other a very long time. So,
Very long time.
you
It
know.
was fucking. I was like, hey, look, I told her not to do it.
He
did
did.
it.
He actually said to me right before he said, Jazz, I don't think you should do that. And I was like,
Shit.
Yeah,
you did tell you did.
I was like, my
you did
children was
tell
in the
me.
front row. I was like,
You-
ain't happening.
I split my pants that night.
I
bro.
remember.
Yeah,
He was so drunk, his pants split right up the bottom.
$1,500 Ameri pants.
You split
First
them
time
bitches?
wearing them.
I hope you took him back.
Now I'm just still in the closet right now.
Man, I would have been out there with a
I'ma
thread
see
needle.
Miss Lee-
I'd be right at
Like, fuck it, I'm gonna figure this out.
all the high end department stores have tailors. I would have took that bitch right back.
Oh well, listen, man.
Right back. Even Nordstrom's got tailors.
Yeah,
And
Nordstrom
Nordstrom
got
easy.
tailors,
You can
yeah.
bring anything to Nordstrom's get tailored.
I ain't
Shit.
know that.
Yes. Don't let them pants go to waste. Okay.
But yeah, so how you doing today, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just got back home.
You just got back in town.
Literally just like a couple hours ago.
From
Wow.
Houston.
Yep.
I tell everybody this that I have never been to Houston. It's all looking crazy.
I can't, and you've never been to LA.
Yeah, I never been.
You sound crazy right now. Houston?
Yeah,
That's like people say Atlanta is Black Hollywood. I think Houston is Black Hollywood.
I need to
Really?
go.
Over
Everybody-
Atlanta.
no,
Yeah, you gotta think it like it's Houston is lit, man.
I believe it. You have like a million restaurants out there. I would think that it's lit to you.
Now I had one. Well, James, I had one 13. They when I moved home to do Huncho House, they got another chef. You know, so 13 doing everything.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's do
Oh,
this. Let's do this. We're gonna do one. Cheers to you.
Yes. Thank
much
you.
more success.
This is to much more success. Y'all space is
Thank
amazing.
you.
I must say, this is
Thank
an amazing atmosphere and
man,
space to have. And,
Getting it out the mud, man.
man, listen,
We started in a basement.
a lot
Literally.
of people don't
Literally.
know that.
We're back in the basement.
Finish in the basement.
It's really the consistency, though.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know, like I tell a lot of young chefs now that want to do, you know, they start off with plates, and I started off with plates.
Okay.
But you know, some days
When you say plates, you mean like selling plates?
like selling plates.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I started out selling plates, and for me, I used to have one of my friends that used to be like, bro, I think you at this time I'm on Food Network and everything, and he was like, man, I think you're just too big to sell plates, and I'm like, bro, if I know guaranteed that if I say right now, I'm gonna drop 200 plates on Friday.
Okay.
If I could be pre-ordered and paid, if I drop the flyer on Wednesday at noon, and I know I could be pre-ordered and paid by 5 Wednesday for Friday at $30 a plate for $200. I mean, for 200 people.
You
Like, why would I like
Give that up?
What pride will make me say I'm too big to go make 5-6 bands in one day?
That's fair.
Whenever I wanted to do it. And what got me to that point was just say when I first started doing plates, some days I sell 50 plates and some days I sell 5. So for the normal eye of a chef that's an up and coming entrepreneur, you know, you probably done bought food thinking like you're gonna sell 50 plates again and you only get 5 orders. And it's like, oh, I ain't doing it again. So now people forget you. You got to stay consistent with what you're doing. So like even with y'all podcast, like I'm sure in the beginning, y'all wasn't getting the same amount of views that y'all get now.
I mean, it depends on the episode. Even now,
Even now.
sometimes it's like
Even now,
this
yeah.
shit ain't hit, but this one hit. It's like, you never know.
Never know.
But if y'all don't drop, people forget.
Oh, for sure.
And in the world that we live in right now,
And we've
like,
seen,
with everybody doing so many, trying to do the same thing, and everybody selling plates, and everybody doing the podcast. If you don't stay consistent with whatever it is that you're doing, you're gonna end up having to fight back to get back on top because now somebody forgot you. If I had a great steak dinner from you on Monday, and I just didn't have the money to get a steak dinner the next Monday,
And you stop.
and so I didn't come to you. So the following week, I got more money. I got paid again. I'm trying to go get a steak dinner. Oh, you ain't doing it this week because your last week's sales was bad. Now I gotta go to somebody else, and you giving somebody else a chance to show that
make
they
us
got
money.
better quality food than you do because of the lack of consistency. And that's just the same thing with the good thing about it is some people, you know, they'll start to get consistent and then the product will stay the same. So I mean, I know from watching y'all, watching the backgrounds and stuff like that, you know, just the fact that y'all decided to even put more into it.
Yeah.
A lot of people could just be like, fuck it. Like, all right, we got more followers and we got more stream. We still gonna stay in the same basement that we was in before and we still gonna keep. But the fact that to see some black people out here, man, y'all definitely doing y'all thing, man.
Shit. Well, shit, you went through. I like how you being a chef, you put that to everyday life, and you go ahead. All of your analogies of dealing with food,
Everything.
and entrepreneurship.
I'm like, I am infatuated with food.
So, hear me out. How did you get into this? Because from even just me being a guy that lives around this area and playing football and knowing people who play football, so
Right.
it's like, okay, I knew you as a football player.
Right.
Like, I knew your name.
Pretty much everybody.
I mean, I'm not over here, like, you know.
Nah, but I mean, I'm from the area, you know.
Yeah.
I'm from the area, like, and pretty much you know about everybody from the area that you know that plays a sport.
And you a little bit like older than me, so I'm looking up. Oh yeah, he done. He's gone. He gone somewhere. This is like you start looking at people. So what? I mean, first thing first, you went undrafted to the Tennessee Titans, right?
Went free agent to the Titans, and my football career was like one of those careers where I was just a talent guy. Like I never really cared about studying playbooks and stuff like that. So it was, and then I went to Jackson State, you know. So regardless on the numbers and stuff that I had,
you
my
like
agent,
250 1 year, 2008, 250 with 70 carries. I think with Jackson.
I broke my. That's the year I broke my.
He
ankle.
studies our guests.
No, so that was the year I broke my. That was the year I
Yeah.
broke my ankle.
Remember that?
Following my senior year, came back, had a great year. I went to the Titans on for free agent and realized that they had they already had Chris Johnson.
What? Oh, he was there with Chris Johnson.
They had
Look this way, because all this conversation is.
they had Javon Ringer,
Mm-hmm.
and then they drafted Lindell White. Well, Lindell White, I think, went free agent. I don't know, because you remember he had gotten in that trouble.
Trouble, yeah.
And then I don't know if you remember the running back from USC that dropped the weight on his neck. That he sat it was a while ago. He dropped a weight on his neck, crushed his neck, and he sat out for a year. So he went free agent that year to Tennessee. Then they drafted a running back in the 5th round. And for me, I'm like,
That's a big running back room right there.
I need to get up out of this.
Yeah.
Because like, so good thing about free agency, if you know you're not about to get drafted and teams start to call you, think about free agency, a couple teams are gonna call.
Mhm.
And it's now you have the option on what's the best option for you. So at the time, Tennessee was like, they wasn't going to pick up nobody else in free agency. So I felt like I had a chance to make it on special teams
Yeah.
because I already knew they had Chris Johnson. So I wasn't really
That's
tripping
cool.
on. Yeah. So I was just trying to make it on, try to make it on as a free agent kick returner. And then they drafted, then they, in free agency, they picked up 3 backs. And I'm like, oh, out of the 3 backs,
But yeah, you said the running back room.
just, yeah.
It's like a packed room.
It was a packed room. So long story short, I didn't want to be there. So I tried to get my agent to get me about it there. Went to Tampa for a second on the practice squad, enjoyed that. And after that, I got released. So it was almost like I wasn't one of them people that felt like I had to play in the league you grow up your whole life, you want to play in the NFL.
Right.
You'll rather train for years not getting picked up than go overseas and make money. And for me, I'm just like, I'm pure. Canada calling, oh, I'm out. I'm going to Canada. I went to Canada, started,
Yeah.
played for 2 years. But the thing about Canada is, it's 8 teams in Canada, there's 32 teams in the NFL. Canada's season start before the NFL. When NFL is done with preseason, you got 32 teams that got 100 people on their roster before preseason that released 48 people to have a 52-man roster. Now Canada picking up people.
Yeah.
So Canada got 8 teams, and you got the whole NFL that just released all these people.
Coming to Canada.
Now it's like Canada GM's got like a gold mine to pick people up. And in Canada, you better not get hurt. If you get hurt, it's a wrap. So I got on from our running back getting hurt.
Yeah.
And I stepped in and played good. Same thing we was talking about earlier. What you say?
Consistency.
Consistency. Like, the minute you miss an opportunity, it's your chance might be gone. In Canada, when you got so many people coming from the league, it's like we got so many people to pick from now. Where the NFL, NFL's 32 teams to go from 8 teams in Canada. So 32 teams that you can now pick all the people that didn't make it.
Yeah.
You better not mess. And then in Canada, you also going against another Canadian. You're not going against you're going against another American because the team has to be like 70-30, 70% Canadian. So all your main players, that's what people really didn't know about Canada. So your quarterback going to sometimes be American, sometimes be Canadian. Your running back going to always be American. Your fullback going to be Canadian. Your center gonna be Canadian. Your tackle's gonna be American. Your inside linebacker gonna be Canadian, because they don't gotta move around like that. Your outside linebackers, athletic people, they're gonna be American. So it was set up like that. So Canada happened. I got hurt in Canada, played through it for a while, and just the way when we playing football when we young, if your coach don't practice you think you the man.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, I don't practice all week.
I show on game day.
In Canada, and when the money involved, they're not gonna let you practice because they really try to make sure that you don't hurt yourself even more. So I had tore my groin like in week 7, and for me, I felt like I had pulled it, and you in your back of your mental thinking like, if I sit out, I possibly give somebody else a chance to play. So I'm gonna play through it, and then as niggas and just a man himself, you like, I'm a warrior. Like, I'm playing through this shit. So, I'm like, they sit me out during the week. I'm like, This is great. I was like, yeah, you know, I got practice during the week. Game day before the game day, shoot me up. Game day, shoot me up. I'm ready to go. After, if we get a win, I can't even get out the bed. My team out partying because all the drugs done wore off and shit like that. And my groin damn near off the bone. So like,
I'm sorry.
I mean, that's real shit.
that's real shit though.
That's real shit.
We went about 3-4 weeks with that. Week 11, I said I can't do it no more. I'm gonna sit out. I sat out for 2 weeks. When I sat out for 2 weeks, they brought 2 running backs from that had just got released from the league to put on the practice squad on our team, and they had to activate one. Activated one. I'm at practice, so I'm watching these niggas go off, and I'm like, yeah, I'm like shit, and like the whole time, I'm like shit, like my groin ain't 100, but I think that bitch back. And a team can't release you if you hurt, if you on IR. If you injured, team can't release you. Like it's against NFL, CFL policy. So the trainers them got the call from the coach like, hey, we're gonna release this thing. So make him feel like he ready. And in your mind as a warrior, you feel like you ready. Like you don't like you running, you sat out for 2 weeks, you running sprints on the field, but you're not in game live action. So you're not moving around. So you thinking like, oh, okay, I'm good. Coaches, I go back to trainers, hey, I'm ready to go. Coach like, oh, okay. Plug me back into the joint. Monday we had practice. Tuesday we had practice. Wednesday we had practice. Mind you, I'm not running with the first team. So they like, oh yeah, we're gonna put you on scout team to get you back, game ready.
That's good.
So I'm thinking, so really, they just using me to
get the other guy right. Yeah, the defense.
To prepare the defense.
Yeah.
And Thursday, called me in the office. I'm thinking like, all right, cool. You know what I'm seeing some good out of me. You ready to get me back? Yeah. Your time here at Winnipeg has been amazing. But right now, with us trying to make a playoff run, we think we're gonna go in another direction. So I went home. My agent like, all right, heal up. Let's get ready. We're gonna go work out again. I said, my man, our institute got 1 more week of registration, baby. I'm about to wrap this shit up. I'm not fucking with this football shit no more.
So after you were done with football, because when I met you, you had been done with football, but you were working in personal chefing. How did that transition happen? Because you are a classically trained
chef. Listen.
Who went to school in Europe.
Listen.
I want to be clear because I feel like sometimes
people really don't understand.
I feel like sometimes, especially within black and
in the black world,
in the black world, there's a difference. Y'all gotta understand. There's a difference between a cook and a chef. Just like there's a difference between like a doctor and a dentist, right? These are titles. You can't just call yourself a chef. You have to go to school. You have to
you don't gotta go to school to be called a chef.
You can't just call yourself a chef.
I mean, we the one.
I'm the 6-time crock pot chef.
You said champ. You didn't say chef.
Chef is the one field like at this point. I don't really get into
bring a little closer to you.
I don't get into the arguments with people no more.
Yeah.
I used to be one of those on the internet, like, because you argue good, can you be a lawyer? Can you just wake up one day and say you a lawyer? Nah, you can't. Or because, you can go ahead and if something happened to my leg real quick and God just gave you that gift where, you can fix my leg or something. You're not a doctor.
A doctor. You're not a surgeon.
So, right now, if grandma say, that chili that you made was so amazing, you're going to go to Restaurant Depot, buy a chef jacket, and now, you're going to make your Instagram chef don't know shit. And now you a chef. And that's I
just want to address the broken cream sauces that I see everywhere. I just want to know why Cajun cream pasta has our people in a hole.
Nah, I mean, it got our people in a hole because I decided
specifically Cajun cream.
I decided when I left, my dad's a chef.
He's been a chef like 50
so
years.
my dad's been a chef for my dad's 76.
Okay.
My dad's 76, 55
Research,
years.
baby.
Okay.
Yeah, I
you
see.
know more than I do.
He was a former soccer player too, right?
He's former soccer player. Yeah. Played for Liberia's national team. And
okay, well.
Yeah, man. My dad was a chef, but growing up in any family business, I ain't get the good side of the grown. I got to take the trash out, wash the dishes, food runs, bus. That's what I did in my father's restaurant. He had a West African restaurant on Georgia Avenue. And after, like, you know, so my dad did the restaurant. He did the private catering. He did corporate America.
Yeah.
Like he did all the things that was necessary for me to see coming up. And food was something that I cooked in the dorms. Like that's how I used to get the joints in Jackson and Mississippi. Track team, female track team come over, softball team. I'm about to do a fish fry. Like,
From Mississippi.
ooh, yeah. Listen, I lived in Pearl, Mississippi. So, yeah, I went to Jackson State.
Fish fry.
I'm telling you, like, that's like, but you gotta think, you gotta understand, for somebody like Walt will not make it in Mississippi.
Damn.
Yeah, somebody that's never like you are real.
fuck?
You telling me that you ain't seen Houston or Cali?
Nope.
Like you really a DMV nigga. Like
Correct.
I am a
Yes.
Landover baby.
man, oh yes, you are a DMV baby. Like Mississippi is a culture shock.
Hear me out. No, my family's from Augusta, Georgia, and Durham, North Carolina. So I go to Augusta a lot.
Yeah, but that's not the deep south.
That's not the deep south.
That's not the
Listen,
deep south.
Mississippi.
Augusta
I
is
was
not
in
the deep south.
Mississippi
Ain't shit to do with
three
Augusta,
years
though.
after Katrina.
Oh, that's worse.
And Mississippi is arguably one of America's poorest
Next to Alabama, and they're right next door neighbors.
poorest countries. I mean, poor states. Literally, is one of America's poorest states. And at that time, it was 3 years after Katrina, so
It was
rough
really ravaged.
to come
Yeah.
from city life. That's
Oh,
what I'm
city life,
saying.
yeah, yeah,
To
yeah,
come
yeah,
from never really
From here.
I had never really seen going into Mississippi. I had not really. I went to junior college in Pennsylvania. I'm from here,
Yeah.
so at that time I had never really seen the South. At that time, I had probably only been to Atlanta probably like once, and that was like the one South that I had ever been. So going to Mississippi, where you can see your houses on boulders
Yeah.
and cats running underneath your crib,
Yeah.
it's like, hey, where can y'all get me to the closest of civilization for me? Like, and that was Pearl, Mississippi. In Pearl, Mississippi, when I said down the street in Pearl, Mississippi, you see Confederate flags. Like, legit, you drive 30 minutes from campus. And mind you, I was like the bad kid. So I didn't go back to school. I was in school, got put out. Didn't go back to school where I went to junior college until I was 21. So I went to Jackson State as a 23-year-old junior.
Oh, so you were grown.
So
Grown ass man.
yeah, I had already had my apartment. I had an apartment with my homeboys before
Before
I
all
even
this.
went back to school.
Yeah.
So I know how to live already. So
Yeah.
I need to be. I'm not gonna stay on campus, and I need to be like far away from like
This.
something that
Yeah.
looks like a regular apartment. I need that.
Yeah.
But the
Like-
chefing was what kept you going.
But-
the cooking. My fault, not chef.
I'm going to, but I think this one. You know, us from back home, we got a swag to us where people gravitate to. Like
Sure.
there was a lot of people from PG County that went to Jackson State, which blew my mind. I was just like, damn, you with the Rose? Oh, you with the Sulit? Like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
crazy. Our track team had like 4 people from PG County on Jackson State's track team. So when I got there, I would go to my teammates' houses that lived like in apartments off campus, and they got lawn chairs and shit in there. And I'm like, oh, like I had
As
real-
their furniture?
yeah,
Oh.
you gotta think these we in college now.
That's
Niggas ain't got money.
there's no IKEA in Mississippi.
We ain't got money. This is not pizza.
I was gonna say shit, but I knew how my apartment looked at Hampton. I'm just gonna shut the fuck up.
We first of all, this is black college. They ain't mind you, we getting our refund check in the middle of the semester.
In the middle of the
not-
semester,
Not
yeah.
in the beginning like everybody else.
Wait,
Yeah.
you thought me going my reach for a check on furniture?
No.
On furniture?
Fuck out of here.
For them, nah. But at this point, I'm 23. I'm grown. Like in my mind, I'm a grown man. Like,
Yeah.
nah, I'm gonna get an apartment and rent is
Yeah.
$550 for a 2-bedroom
Miss those days.
in Mississippi. So I'm like,
$550
for a nice
for a nice spot.
for a nice spot. So I'm like, oh, this is nothing.
Shit.
Mind you, I'm a high profile transfer in.
Yeah.
So I got in-state scholarship money.
Yeah.
I got out-of-state scholarship money. Register as an in-state
student.
so I got more money. You know, they were gonna find every way to get all the because they don't have enough money to be just giving us a shitload of money.
Yeah.
So they trying to find ways to plug us and give us a little bit of extra money because this ain't Alabama where
Yeah.
they got
A huge budget.
and they got alumni that's gonna give you $2 million.
A
They don't
big
got that.
a big booster club.
Yeah,
They don't have
So
that.
so I move out there and I furnish my whole shit, top to bottom, bedroom, living room. So I'm telling the girls on the softball team and the girls track team, I'm like, hey, fish fry at my crib because this is what y'all, this is what y'all like to do out here. Y'all like to. We used to go to. It was a small little shack that we used to go get catfish sandwiches from. And I'm like, oh, so y'all like
to
fish and
eat
shit. I'm like,
fish.
oh, cool. I can fry some shit up, like, and I can make some greens and some. That's what y'all want,
That's what you want.
and some music. Oh man, listen, I got all that, man. Y'all come over, and it started to be a thing, and literally, like every week on the weekends,
You were having
it'd be
kickback.
a party at a kickback at my crib. After if we win or lose, and at Jack State we won a lot, so win or lose, we going back to the crib, and I was still older, so they still looked at me like, oh, like he got the plan. My roommate went to the league. He went to the Browns the next year. His senior year was my junior year, so he went to the league and he would come back my senior year, and so now I got the one dude that's in the league from our team. That's when we had kickbacks, he had
He's
the
at your
crib and
house.
shit. Oh yeah,
You got the spot.
So we got the spot. So cooking really. So that's when I learned that cooking get women. That's when I learned that
It ain't
cooking-
it.
Listen,
It helps.
It helps.
It helps a lot.
It helps a lot.
If it's good.
It helps a lot.
my teammates used to be like, hey, why this nigga always got all the girls at his house? Because they eat. They eat. I think we live in a world where niggas be too tough to like be chill. Like nigga, you can be
You can relax.
You ain't gotta.
You don't gotta be strong all the time.
You can
nigga.
relax. Yeah.
Wait, I can't be strong all the time.
Nah, you don't gotta be and you don't gotta be like that's some nigga shit. Like, that's some soft ass. You don't gotta be that nigga all the time. And I think in the world we live in, like back then I'm cooking. Like, what's up? You trying to come through?
So then you went to culinary school.
So then I went to culinary school. So I came home, went to Art Institute. Art Institute was amazing, but Art Institute was easy. And culinary school in America is easy because culinary school in America it's for money.
Oh.
So you can go to culinary school every day, sit in the back, really not pay attention, and
Still pass.
pass or like not get held accountable.
You can hide in the crowd.
Out there, I mean, they don't care. Like, so I used to be mad because I paid cash for culinary school where you got people getting GIs because they ex-army people or their parents in the army and they legit going into culinary school. We're like, oh, we got to break down fish. Oh, I don't want to do this no more. I'm about to switch and go do another trade. And I'm like, hey, nigga, I just paid for this shit cash. Nigga, y'all like don't like it after 3 weeks. Like, you trying to be a chef. What you thought you wasn't going to break down chicken or break down fish?
Right.
Like, that's something that you really got to do. And I seen people leave and I seen people like just sit in the back and tune themselves out. And I started working at the Ritz-Carlton in DC as my internship. And my chef at the time was just like, hey, you need to go overseas to like
Sharpen your skills.
You can be an amazing chef. Chef Lee, I'm always like, who gave me the confidence to feel like Chef Lee was like, hey, you are so raw, but so talented. Like, go somewhere else to see what it really looks like to like elevate yourself as a culinary. So now you're thinking,
I have a question.
you got
on
somebody.
that.
What's up? What's the question?
My question is, and this is around culinary school and food in general. And I get it, like history is written by the victors. But why is French cuisine, Italian cuisine, Japanese cuisine, especially French, considered like considered the top when there's so many other cuisines all over the world? Like, why is it that the French inform everything in food? Because French food ain't even...
It's not that it's considered the best food. It's considered the most intricate food.
Intricate.
As far as like I'm from West Africa, from Liberia. When we plate our food, we putting everything on one plate.
Yeah.
Like we putting like
Rice,
putting
everything on
fufu
top. Yeah.
and then sauce and some veggies on one plate. We not like plating fufu and if you look at like the French cuisine, the European cuisine, the Asian cuisine, like they plate their food. Look at sushi.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's an art.
Plating is a thing.
It's-
They do that shit as well.
It's an art. So I mean, and there's nothing wrong with it. Like food gonna taste like food. Like
Yeah.
and especially if it's good. But it's more like forwarded. Like they specific.
They make an art out of
yes,
food.
that's what they do. Where like my mom made great food my whole life. She ain't never sit 10 minutes to plate that shit either. Like she.
Because
like-
why you're eating it? Like
Yeah, but now, what's the first thing that eats at dinner right now?
your eyes.
No, your phone.
Phone.
Well, your eyes, your phone.
that's-
Your-
Yeah.
before you eat right now
You
at
the
any
only
restaurant.
woman at this damn.
Oh, you know I do it.
I don't do it. But
When you go out to eat-
if I'm going out to eat, I know. a
No,
girl
but
like,
when
yeah,
you
go
go
ahead
out
and do
to
it. Just
eat,
get
you
it
want
done.
your food
Get
to
it done.
look.
Get it done. Go ahead, do it.
You like your. Every time I'm out, a guy literally is just like.
Just go ahead, yeah. All right, yeah.
Cause you
I got wait. I got wait extra 2 minutes.
If the drink
Okay.
got smoke, you gotta take a picture. You gotta take a picture of the drink.
Literally, they
And-
just be sitting
when
there
the
like-
food sit.
Like,
When the
all
food gets sat.
Before I take a bite.
Because I kind of like when the waiter brings it down because I like to record
Look,
that
this
too.
the bullshit though. They gonna tell you sit back.
Yep.
They want to take a picture of your fucking plate.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. Go ahead. I think
Put me in the picture too.
No.
I got in trouble once for taking the bite too fast.
Man, listen.
Wait, you
What are
know.
you doing with it? Man, listen.
All right, man. Like now the plate don't look good. Like,
You know, so
Exactly, but it just made me think because we look at the museums. The museums are full of Renaissance art, European art. We think about cuisine, and again, French, Italian, Japanese, and there's a whole world that exists outside of Renaissance art that exists outside of European cuisine. But both of those are thought to be like the pinnacle of artistic expression. And again, the Europeans wrote the history of the world, so that's, in my opinion, why the museums are full of all their shit and cuisine is so focused on them. But
yeah, so he said, man, test it out. So I went overseas, went to culinary school, to study fine dining and plating. To study fine dining. And went overseas, came back, did 6 months out there, came back and I started cooking at Society Lounge.
in Silver Spring.
Yeah, Jason Muscuri, what gave me an opportunity. One of my best friends, Ian, Ian is Jason's nephew, and Ian put me on with Jason, and I started being a chef there. And I was young, so I was hard headed and young, and I didn't like being told what to do. I was coming from being free my whole life, being a star football player.
So you were used to
I
being.
mean,
So-
in football, you're being told what to do.
Yeah, but I was
was a
that
star
I was that
player.
I was that star player. So like you getting told what to do, but you still doing what you want to do. So I just wanted to be a private chef at that time, and I created something in 2013.
Here we go.
Called Victory.
Here we go.
So
Talk about it.
yeah,
I was
so-
gonna say what's that.
Let's keep it at 2013, and then we'll walk through.
Oh yeah.
Let's keep it back,
listen,
and then we'll
I
get there.
don't walk away from much,
Yeah. Because I think that was around the time. Let's see, because
I had not met you yet.
I hadn't met you yet. Okay.
So I was at Society. I started to do private chef work. I had created Victory in 2013. Got that logo together, and I started just to cook on my own at the home, and started to post pictures on my page. And power of social media. That's why I've never left social media. Like the power of social media. Like I literally started posting pictures, and I went on Santana Moss' page one day, and I seen that Santana liked to cook, and I literally liked 50 pictures on his page.
to get his attention.
You're gonna figure out who's this weirdo.
Yeah, about to say you
Like,
pulled the weirdo
yeah,
nigga move that
that's
niggas
cool.
do the girls.
And the thing about it,
I was gonna say when I open my phone
See a
because
nigga
I
like,
do
"Why is
know.
this nigga like-"
No. Because when you follow somebody, it puts all their shit on your timeline. So
Yep.
some of that isn't like being weird. Some of it is genuinely when you follow somebody,
50
it puts
pictures crazy.
50's crazy.
No. Listen,
50's
50
crazy.
pictures got,
But it
listen,
does put like your
50
first
pictures
four on your
got
timeline.
him to see who this weirdo is that's like 50 pictures to go on his page. And once he got on my page, he seen food. Sent me a DM. Hey, you in the DMV area?
Right.
I say yeah. He said, you fully booked. I'm like, nah, whole time. Like it's crazy because I did a magazine interview like 6 years ago, and I finally let out the bag. Like I had never had a private client at that time. Like I didn't even know how to charge. I didn't even know how to charge somebody.
So you were faking the funk for real?
Nah, so I was definitely, I went out there super confident. Like, you know, he hit me, he was like, man, can you come do a demo? For sure. I can come do a demo. Like, had some fresh J's on, custom chef jacket, went out there to Leesburg, did a
out by
demo.
practice.
Did a demo.
Yeah.
He roasted chicken, broccolini, and sweet potatoes. Still remember it.
You remember?
Yeah, I got pictures in my phone from that day, like text message conversation. So went out there. It was him and two of his homies that live with him. My man Bo. Matter of fact, his brother is the reason why his brother was following me on Instagram.
And so he's very talking
So-
the pictures. He's like, yo, he's
So
legit.
So
like, yeah.
I guess Santana probably asked him or said
Yeah,
something,
sure.
and that's how Santana hit me back. And shout out to my man Bo. He been in my restaurant and everything. So he I went out there, cooked, and you know, we talking. He like, hey man, this like, I'm trying to fuck with you. And I'm like, oh well, you know, let me know when you ready, you know, and we can set something. He like, hey, season about to start in 2 weeks.
Today.
Like, yeah, I'm ready. So he like, yeah, what you charge? So I'm like, in my mind, I really don't know what a private chef charges at this point.
So you
You
just
don't
took
wanna
a
go too high, you don't
stab.
wanna go too low.
Oh no, I shot my shot. Like,
Okay.
one thing I'm gonna do, I'm the worst nigga in basketball, but I'm gonna shoot more than Steph Curry in anything I do.
What was the price range?
At first, I just off the
I'm
top
sorry,
of my
I wanna hear
head, I
this
said full bands
For the month?
for the week.
Oh,
For the
nigga.
week!
My
I mean, I
nigga.
didn't know. Like, what you mean? I'm thinking like it's an NFL player. I'm thinking like,
Wait. For the week.
I mean, nigga, I don't know. I don't know.
Shit.
I was like, hey man, hey, good meet, bro. Like,
Look, so
you're a
he
good
say-
dude though.
So he
Yeah,
say,
very nice meeting you, sir.
so he say, nah. He said, whoo, like full bands of weed. Like, nah, I can't do that for no chef. So I'm like, hey, well, you one of my favorite players, you know. So I'm willing to like, you know, give a discount. So I'm like, but what you talking? So he like, I mean, I got 2 for you. So I'm like,
Take 25.
I'm like, man, you know, all right. I'm like 2. I'm like, cool. Like, can I like come and cook all day here? Like,
Yeah.
he like, yeah, you can do that. I'm like, all right, cool. Man, I got in the car. Mind you, at this time, I'm making $500 a week at Society.
That's crazy. You
Which
making
is so
$500 a week.
crazy.
It's like, I need full bands.
Yeah,
nigga.
but I mean, all I'm
You
thinking
been happy
is,
with 1,500.
but I'm looking at man.
you
Happy
were-
with, what? I would have been happy with 500 because I would have still been able to control my own life. Like, you know, at Society, I'm working 10-hour days.
Yeah.
Well, as an athlete, private chef, I'm probably going in there cooking and getting the fuck.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm like, even if he had told me $500, I would have took $500
yeah.
at that time.
'Cause it's
now
lit.
I'm still a free person. Like, you know, you cook for 5 hours. I'm cooking for an NFL player. Like, you know, the power of Instagram and all that, you know,
That's right.
people see that. They're going to be like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Man, listen, I went in the car. I had a charger at the time. I punched a knot in the top of my roof, so excited. Like this nigga don't even know. Like, mind you, he like, oh, I don't like paying people by the week. I don't want you to keep asking me for the bread, sis, so I'm going to write you a check, 8 bands for the month. So I'm
As a
like,
nigga
damn,
that
I
you
just,
making
so I'm
five- yeah,
like,
yeah,
Who
I'm
was
like,
making
nigga, we-
500 a week?
Where we at this weekend? hey, we going out.
That check for you, that check would have been gone.
Oh, nigga, I would have blew that on coke and strippers.
No, listen. So the,
That check would have been gone in 48
so the
hours.
crazy thing about
You would
it
have been
is,
calling me like, yo, can I use some of your stairs? I gotta buy some
if
food.
you live in Upper Marlboro and you working in Leesburg, where you got to pass to go home?
Restaurant Depot.
No.
Yeah, no.
If you live in Upper Marlboro and
Oh,
no,
MGM.
not the casino, and
was
you live in
there.
Leesburg,
Oh, it wasn't there yet. you're
Leesburg,
right.
Tyson's fucking corner.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
He hit
that
fucking
way.
mall up.
That way. That
If
way.
you Leesburg, Tyson's
Home.
Leesburg, Ashburn, Tyson's home,
I would deposit that check like, nigga, hey, yeah, we walking out with bags, baby.
bro. So it's a good thing because I never been on a podcast that I was really able, like, a lot of people just don't understand my overly spending and shit like that. So I've never really been on a podcast that could really break that shit down for motherfuckers.
we're gonna encourage
Oh, we're good. You with the right people because
We're gonna encourage it.
No,
we
listen,
spend.
I'm-
All we do is
But I try to tell people like, so Santana was my first client. Boom, write me an $8,000 check. and we get started. How my day would go, Santana didn't eat breakfast. I would come like around 9. I'll get there. I'll go to the Wegmans in Leesburg, buy my food, go to his house, cook lunch. I would cook lunch, take lunch to the facility, drop it off because they'll get out of practice at 11. So when they got out of practice, he just pick up his food from the front desk. He go into wide receiver meetings. Yeah. That's where he eat his food. I would go back to the house, finish dinner, leave dinner in a container, write instructions on it. I'm out. I'm headed back down the way.
Right?
Listen, I'm home.
Right? So all you have to do,
I know I have meals.
All you have to do is this goes in for 30 seconds, this go in for 1 minute, and this goes in for 45. Mix.
I'm home by 2:30.
Shit.
PM.
I'm home by 2:30.
Nothing to do.
That's a short day. From 9 to 2:30.
Nothing to do.
Where
That's
the
a
fuck
short
can
day.
I trick this money off at? That's all I'm thinking about in my motherfucking mind, bro. So then, 2 weeks later, I'm living life. I'm like, it's amazing. He hits me and say, hey, Bam, DJ trying to get on.
Shit, yeah.
DJ trying to get on with what? so he was like, man, this the year that Deshaun got traded to the Redskins.
Yeah.
Just got 50.
I remember.
Hey, Deshaun trying to get on. Oh, Deshaun trying to get on with me? Like, you cool with that? He's like, yeah, man, you can cook his food at the house too. What?
Hey, Santana, real niggas.
I was gonna say he's a good person. He's a good person.
So let me tell you something.
He's a good person.
I don't know if you really people don't really understand that man right there. One, he was a 13-year vet at the time that I got with him. He had his basement. He had this big ass, dumb ass house. His basement. The team got doctors and some athletes. You gotta think somebody that's 5'10", 185, 190 pounds. They play 13 years in the league because they do everything right.
Right way, yeah.
And he did everything the right way. He had a doctor that lived in Atlanta that will fly down on Wednesday and stay until Friday. And as I'm cooking, I'm seeing different athletes literally come down, go down to the basement. So his doctor stayed in his basement, and he would treat different players on the team because you wanted a doctor outside of the team doctors to evaluate you every week.
Going to make sure the
So
team is straight.
he got Kurt. He got Trent, like he got all the big, like Kirk Cousins. He like his oh no,
that white boy don't play.
Man, his doctor treating everybody. So his tattoo artist from Miami would come down and would so Santana was literally the OG, so he was the plug. So everybody listened to what he did. So Santana Chef, oh yeah, you Santana Chef? Oh, cool. I want to holler at you. So literally, put me on with Deshaun. Deshaun texted me. He said, Deshaun gonna text you. You want to get on? Deshaun texted me. Deshaun like, hey, listen, man, had that pasta. Shit was crazy because Santana and Deshaun in the same room. So, hey, get a bite of this.
I was say have a bite of this.
My chef just made this. Deshaun like, oh, I need a chef. I just got down here. I need a chef.
He had that money too. That 50 million was hitting.
Santana fuck with me so hard. Santana say, Deshaun just got a check. he said, I mean, I know what you told me, but Deshaun just got a check. So I'm like, you told him how much you pay? So he was like, nah.
No.
I said, oh,
that's your business.
I need 10 bands.
So I told Deshaun, I need 3.
3 a week.
Deshaun said, bet, let's go. And I'm gonna take you
travel.
And I'm gonna take you home in the off season to LA. So I'm like, bet.
I wish we had some talent that.
Like, nigga.
So within
I wish we could figure out something we could do that was like.
Within a month,
Ooh,
I got Santana Moss.
money.
Within a month, I got Santana Moss. I got Deshaun Jackson. I'm making $5,500 a week. I'm probably spending $500 on groceries. I'm making 4 meals a day.
Yeah.
What am I really spending on food? What am I really spending on food? I'm making
Not a
4
lot.
meals a day. I'm making 2 lunch meals and 2 dinner meals.
So
Like, I
light.
ain't really
Yeah.
going crazy.
Light.
I'm spending $500 a week, and I'm pocketing 5 bands.
Well, we have to figure it out.
Deshaun
we have
is-
to figure something
Listen.
out.
I can sling some dick.
Yo, you are sick. Dick slinging is a great thing, though.
It's a business, but I don't know if we can peddle that business.
I think you can.
I can
me
pedal
out.
mine.
You can pimp me out.
Right now at 39, I can't. Right now at 39, slinging dick will not do. I'm not the everyday guy. I'm not fucking every day.
Good point. Yes, you know what? I'm good for one big bang.
Listen,
You said one good bang.
One big bang.
I'm good to let you know.
How many in 3 days?
Yeah, I'm good to let you know that I'm the best you ever had, but you're not gonna get this joint every day.
Oh, this ain't gonna be daily.
For sure.
Oh, daily. Daily's
I'm
a lot of work.
39 years old.
That's
Yo.
a lot of work.
I'm 39 years old. I'm not fucking every day. I'm telling
Okay,
you.
so your personal chefing, did you give up working in the restaurants?
Yeah. Oh, society. I love y'all, but I'm out of here.
You were done with the restaurant?
I'm out of here.
5 bands a week.
Listen, so
no complaint from
but
me.
listen, it gets crazier. It gets crazier.
Fuck that.
Within a month, D'Angelo Hall,
Okay. Yo.
Chris Baker,
Mm-hmm. Oh, whatchamacallit used to.
and now Trent got him, his girl at the time, and his kids. Williams. Till this day, I'm still Trent. Till this day, I'm still Trent chef. That's like mine. I lived in LA with Trent in 2019, the year he held out. But so now I got, and then let me tell you, like, niggas don't really understand. Of course, they see the front side, they don't see the back side. Every day for 2 years, I literally would drive from Upper Marlboro to Leesburg, Virginia.
Yikes.
I would cook food.
Yikes.
I would drive from Leesburg, Virginia to Baltimore. I was Tyrod Taylor chef.
Mm.
I would drive from Leesburg, Virginia to Baltimore,
Well, that's
and then from
good.
Baltimore to back home. Every day I did that for 2 years.
Well, that's where your 5K was going, the gas.
No, it's no 5K no more. I'm Trent chef.
Oh, you're right.
I'm Chris Baker chef.
You're right.
I'm Deshaun Jackson
It
chef.
sounded more like
I'm
20K a week.
Sounded a
Like,
little higher
At
than.
one point, for 2 years, for 16 weeks, a nigga was making $15,000 a month. I mean, $15,000 a week. Literally.
You think Drake got a bad gambling habit?
But you think
You would not.
FanDuel with no meat.
But
You
you
can't
but
touch
you
that
think. But that's where I realized who Chef Tobias was as a person, because making all that money, like, you know, Tyrod. So I would go to Tyrod's house. I would cook dinner live there because he'd be out of practice because I'm leaving Ashburn to get to Baltimore in the evening. So I'm getting to the evening about 5. So I'm cooking Tyrod dinner, and then I'm cooking lunch and containering it. So when he wake up in the morning, he get lunch
Just
and he
pop it
just heat
open.
it up.
Yeah.
So he's always getting live dinner.
Yeah.
So I did that for 2 years before he got traded to Buffalo. So I'm doing that. I'm making about 15 outside of Trent. I mean, outside of Santana, everybody else paying me cash. So again, I'm driving by Tyson's every day.
Wait,
And
they're paying you cash.
Deshaun paying me cash.
So it's
Trent
like
paying me
the
cash.
government do not know what's going on.
The government don't know what's going on.
Hey, look it.
Not even that. You getting like I'm a person like even right now I don't carry cash for a great reason. Like I will
You will burn a hole in your
I will
pocket.
burn a hole in my pocket.
Yeah.
So I'm leaving. So now I'm in these. So now a month into the season, Santana don't have nobody at his house every day. Deshaun had 2 of his cousins at his house. So Deshaun, for about 3 weeks, I'm cooking Deshaun food. I'm literally just dropping it off, like just dropping it off. Deshaun say, "Hey, cuz, like, you know, you can speak, or like, you know, we don't bite." So, you know, I'm like, oh, nah. At that point, I'm like, man, you know, I'm just trying to do my job, keep it professional, keep it moving. He like, bro, like, so his cousins was there, so I started cooking at Deshaun house.
Like I said, hey,
Because
we already know what Deshaun be on, what type of time he
that's
be on.
West Coast. That's who Deshaun is.
That's it.
So, you know, I get up, I start cooking at Deshaun house. We get super tight, and it go from there where Deshaun start posting me. Other West Coast people start seeing me on Deshaun page. A dude named Robert Golden that played for the Steelers hit me up like, I found you on Deshaun page. Like, man, listen, man, what's up with the meals? So I'm like, man, you know, I cook for Deshaun during the week. I'm off on the weekends. He said, you can get up here on Saturdays and cook for the week. So like, I'm really like, so
Why
you know,
not?
people really don't like. I think like the
So it was a
overall-
lot of work
the
that go
overall
on.
of Tobias,
Yeah.
like people see like, damn, this nigga was like, he's so arrogant and he da this that. But now I used to work my ass off.
Yeah.
Like,
Work.
so I picked up Rob Golden. I would get done on Friday with my Redskins clients and Tyrod, because I was off on the weekends for them. I would drive literally to fucking Pittsburgh.
Whoa.
I would-
Road to Pittsburgh.
I would drive to Pittsburgh. I would cook for the week for Rob. Every game that they had a home game, I would drive up that week that they had a home game. On Saturday, I would cook all day. Sunday, I go to the game. Right after the game, I'm driving back home to get ready for the work week on Monday with the Redskins.
With your
So now I'm getting 3,000 from Rob. My brother Aaron, who's like the front of the house guy at Hunter House right now, who's been with me for 20 years, he manages athletes. He get a first round draft pick that play for Cleveland. Cleveland, an hour and a half from Pittsburgh.
Didn't know
Add that to
Yeah,
my
it's not that far.
add that to my list too. So now on Saturday, I'm gonna cook for Rob for the week. I don't want to go to the game on Sunday, Rob. I'm driving to Cleveland. I drive to Cleveland. I cook for the week for his client that he had out there, and now I'm doubling up. But where am I? When am I ever getting the time to spend this bread?
That's why I'm thinking like.
So I was gonna say, so there's only but X amount of time in the day, in the week, in the month, and you are spreading yourself
I'm spreading
thin, very
and
thin.
that's where
and across different areas, driving.
and that's where money like you decide is
Worth it.
What's worth it, the look of it, to say I'm cooking for, because Instagram is Instagram. Oh, that nigga cook for everybody, and in my mind that's all I'm seeing at the time. But in my mind as a chef, I ain't getting no better. Like they don't got crazy palates,
No.
so it's not.
I was
like,
gonna
it's
say,
good.
so when
If
did
it's good, it's
you feel like, so you were doing the personal chef thing, you let go of the restaurants. When did you feel like you had a real transition where you were like, fuck, I'm elevating now?
Nah, I always felt like I was elevated, but I left private. I walked away from private chefing because, like, I got tired of meal prepping, because that's what it felt like.
Just meal prep.
It felt like at this point, all I'm doing is
Meal prepper for that.
meal prepping for. I'm cooking. I just came from working on delicate and plating food to every day putting food in the container,
In a
closing
little
it up,
to-go box.
and telling people how to heat it up.
Yeah.
So obviously I couldn't do it. So DJ 5'9",
Oh.
Nah.
my amazing brother. People don't like 5'9". People don't like 5'9" because
Not
5'9".
on the
No,
Tequila
let me tell
Talk podcast.
the,
No, he
No.
just be late sometimes.
no, people don't like 5'9".
I be on the mic like holding on. Hey, yeah, he gonna be here soon, y'all.
5 gonna say what he wants to say out of his mouth. 5 gonna say what he wants to say out of his mouth.
Okay.
And I
So
think people don't like. I mean, the world that we live in now, like he ain't like pausing shit. And I've learned that at 5. And then every time somebody say they have an issue with 5, I'm like, why you got an issue with 5? I mean, that nigga just be talking crazy. Yeah, so 5 say what he wants to say out of his mouth. But me
so
and
what
5 always
advice
been-
did he give you?
No, 5 was the DJ at Barcode. So at this point, I'm not cooking for no, like outside
cut
of
the client.
outside of my private clients, people can't touch me at this point.
Yeah.
And now you start to post and people starting to see it, and people like, oh, like let me how can we get him in our, and so what I always wanted to do as society, the only one thing that I felt like Jason held me back from was I just wanted to like brand the brunch as my brunch. And society lines, I understand
brand.
now,
Yeah, they got their
like
own
he not letting me brand it as brunch with
Yeah.
Tobias on da. So I'm like, all right, cool. Barcode Taz was like, hey, you can come in and do the joint. And Barcode Brunch went crazy. Mind you, Kitchen Craig got cities up the street.
You remember Cities?
I remember. No, this
Yeah,
makes
Kitchen-
a lot of sense. Because Barcode's brunch was fucking wild.
It was
yeah,
him.
Yeah, it was me.
I didn't know. I don't be at that time. I was just fresh out the go-go and then getting into the DC nightlife
Yeah.
area and outside of go-go. So I'm like, everybody's like Sundays. We would go from Barcode to Cities. So I was like, everybody had that first little marathon run and ended that Griffin.
Griffin.
Yep.
Capital.
Capital. There you go.
That's how you
Capital
ended
was
Sunday
the end.
night.
Capital
Capital
was
was
in.
in.
That's how you ended
Yep.
Sunday night.
That was a
Capital was
marathon.
in.
So like, so rewind a little bit. When I came back from culinary school for a hot second, me and Kitchen Crate, JR, people kept telling me like, oh, link up with him. He the chef out here, link up with him. So I'm like, all right, cool. And we linked up for a second, and it was just not my stilo. So I was cool off of it. So people like they ask me to this day, y'all cool? We don't beef. It's just he not my cup of
Just
tea.
different. Just
Yeah,
different.
yeah, yeah,
Apples
and
and oranges.
and that's cool.
And that's fine.
And,
Yeah.
you know, and
I
that's
think
cool.
people kind of get caught up in like the this or
They-
that.
everybody
or
feel
choose.
like everybody gotta be friends.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, we ain't gotta be enemies.
We not, and me and him not enemies.
But
You
we
don't have
can't-
to be-
we don't gotta hang out.
Nah, we don't hang out, and that's cool.
No, no,
I don't have no beef with that
Yeah.
man.
No, no,
That
no.
man got his success that he
Oh,
got
yeah, he
going
doing his
on.
thing.
Yeah,
You know,
he's doing his
like,
thing.
Blessing to him.
Blessing
I
him.
just like.
It's just different.
I just
It's
go
just
a different
different.
type of route.
It's just
with
different.
my shit. So I was with Kitchen Crate for a minute, walked away from that, and then that's when we literally started back talking when he came to holler at me one time. I was doing brunch at Barcode. That's when everybody now started to hear about Chef
Yeah,
Tobias.
barcode. shit
Was Barcode.
going.
It was
Barcode
going
brunch.
crazy.
You know, I enjoyed it. And then I became a chef at Sobe.
Oh, here in Lanham.
Oh,
In
this
Lanham
Lanham.
by
Oh yes, okay.
Sobe
Restaurant and
Yeah,
Lounge.
Mr. Tony.
Mr. Tony.
Mr. Tony, like my godfather. Like Tony, like his son is like my brother. Like, you know, Tony is doing amazing. But so Tony was like, man, you know, my dad, he got kind of leeway on what his dad gonna let him do. Went, did that, had a good time doing that. And after Sobe, I went full force into private chefing.
So is that the time that you got the food truck?
After Sobe,
Mhm.
I started game planning to get a food truck.
Okay.
I'm sorry for. So basically, after the athletes, you're like, no, you cut some of the clients, right?
I cut all my clients.
Okay. So you
Yeah,
cut the
so
clients,
after-
then you start going to
after-
the work
so,
of Barcode.
no, what-
I
so-
don't think
No, listen.
Oh, I thought. Oh,
Okay,
okay.
listen. Okay, so with my athletes, you know, now I'm like, you know, I'm going crazy. I got a bunch of athletes. I got a bunch of athletes now. I'm having a good time with it, but I'm not elevating as a chef. So I backs off from it. But Santana retires, D'Angelo Hall retired,
He got gone. He left.
D-Jack get traded to Tampa,
Yeah.
Tyrod get traded to Buffalo. I go from making damn near 20 bands a week for 16 weeks to making 3,500. Because now I only got Chris Baker and I had Jordan Reed for a second.
Yeah, like 3,500.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you consistently making
I mean,
a certain
16.
amount,
Yeah.
a certain amount
It's
for a while,
a hit.
it's a big drop.
It's a hit.
big
It's a hit.
drop.
It's
so
a hit.
I mean, for me, I'm just like, I need to figure something out. So I started doing Barcode brunch. Started doing more pop-ups.
That's when I met you at Barcode.
At Barcode.
Yeah.
I started doing more pop-ups, more plated dinners. Like, oh, I'm
More
about to do
dinner
self-place,
series, all
dinner
that sort of
series
stuff.
and all that. I
Yeah.
started doing all those type of things. You know, just learning along the way and hustling. Hustling. I started hustling. And like, and at the end of the day, like I ain't no different from a dope boy. I'm just selling food.
Food.
I'm gonna find a way to sell it. Point
So
blank.
how was the food truck? Because I remember the food.
So
You know,
my
I'm a
food
consumer,
truck-
so I remember the food truck used to have a 2 hour. Well, not for me, but it used to have a 2 hour wait.
So the food truck,
Jesus Christ.
yeah, no, legit. I got videos in my phone.
Tell 'em.
The food truck literally was a gift and a curse. It was a gift in the sense of when I told people my menu, they was like, "Nigga, that'd never work."
oh, it worked
I
every.
got
it worked.
ribeyes,
On the food
Lamb chops.
crab cakes, black and salmon,
Lamb
top of
chop.
crab,
You need a
mac
full
and
kitchen,
cheese.
bro.
Yeah, I had a full kitchen. I had a 6-burner stove. I had a grill. I had a fryer. I had 2 fryers.
It's a good truck.
Grill. I had a full kitchen on my food truck.
And then
I
he
couldn't
had
tell
a
my-
screen that
need a
used
Winnebago.
to. No.
So,
He used to
again-
have a screen that used to play Netflix on the truck too.
So let me
It
tell
was
you
a good
something.
truck. It was a good truck.
So you got people like why you like people always ask me right. I starved around millionaires damn near my whole career. So my life as a mental ain't never been on the norm. And when I say that is, you know, I got Deshaun Jackson as a client who got 5 cars. D'Angelo Hall, one of the flyest dudes in the league, who got 5, 6 cars. Trent Williams, arguably the flyest big man
Yeah.
in basketball,
He be
football.
putting that shit on
anything.
in
Puts
San
that
Fran.
shit on. Jewelry,
Chains be crazy.
Chains, cars, everything. So like so all I know is good shit.
Yeah.
So when I'm thinking about getting a food truck,
You went
I'm
all
always
out.
thinking, what the fuck
Like
can
that.
I do to
Yeah.
make sure that it's the best thing possible? What I can do to make sure that this is the best thing possible? And I put a 80-inch flat screen on one side of the food truck. I put a 27-inch monitor that's a menu on the front side of the food truck. And I say, I'm going to serve real food. And they say it'll never work. I say, it's going to work for me. Like, I don't care what the
It
fuck you're
did.
talking
People
about.
waited
And
2
when I
hours
say
for
2
that.
hours?
2 hours for that.
I
food.
got videos.
Not Jazz Coop, but
every-
everybody.
every time I stepped out.
No, nigga, you had to go.
I'm like, nah. Hey,
You
look,
had to
hey,
go.
Listen,
pick my steak now. I'll be
I
there
got
2
videos
hours.
in my
No,
phone.
you gotta
So
go,
what we would
make
do
your order,
is
and go do something else.
We would post where we would be at,
Yep, it was like a pop up.
and like we would. So it got so reckless where, again, as an entrepreneur and as somebody young learning the game, you forget the morals of things, and I forgot the moral of things, like on giving people the common courtesy of. At first, when we started, I would post my locations for the week. By the time I knew that it was a demand, I was posting my location 2 hours before I got there.
Why would you do that?
Too many people.
I ain't want too many people to know
too
where
many
we're gonna
people.
be at, because if I post at 1 that we're gonna be at such and such at 5, when we pulling up at 4, it's already people sitting in
Sitting
lawn chairs
around.
waiting.
It was. You have to understand. It
I
was
haven't
so.
done it. That was
It was
stressed me
so
out, bro.
hectic. It was so
stressful.
hectic.
I
Like
would,
y'all
just
have
to see
to.
people waiting. I'm like,
Because
oh,
you have to
man.
understand, a food truck normally you expect to get you come in, maybe 10 minutes. People were waiting
Bro.
and didn't give a fuck.
But listen, that's why I'm saying everything. I feel like when people ask me to mentor them, I'm like, I'm not the nigga that you want to mentor, because I'm gonna give it to you so raw, you gonna hate me, because you always gonna think that you right and you not. And I'm telling you, I didn't have a me to look at to learn the wrongs and the rights and shit. So now they have a me, and I be trying to tell them, like with my food truck. Yeah, my food truck, I was supposed to open at 5. I know I need to be there an hour and a half before 5, because my generator need to heat up.
Yeah.
My generator need to now heat my ovens. It need to heat my fryers. You know, so the first day we opened the food truck, it was 100 people in line. I served 25 people. It was at the museum. I remember the night like it was yesterday. It was the worst night of my life.
Oh, the museum on Rhode Island Avenue.
Yes, it
The
was.
store.
It was the worst
store.
night. It was the worst
Dude,
night.
That was gonna be bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could have.
over there. And that shit.
You should have
As soon as
known.
the summer day hit, that line
you
right around the
should've-
block.
You should have known.
Joe, you know how that. We both worked at that spot.
It wasn't the worst night of my life because of the people there. It was the worst night of my life because I had never owned a food truck. I had never got guidance from somebody on owning a food truck. And my first night, you know, I'm going off of what I do in the restaurant. So I'm cooking everything on the
To
truck.
order, yeah.
So yeah, how many people you really gonna serve if you
Cooking to
cooking
order.
To order. We now in a compact truck, regardless on if we got everything
You got
that a
pre-make,
restaurant kitchen would have.
pre-cook,
So,
pre-cook.
in Maryland,
Yeah.
in Maryland,
Yeah.
DC,
Nuke that
Virginia,
bitch.
you gotta have a prep kitchen.
Yeah.
Yes.
So my prep kitchen was Union Kitchen.
Oh yeah,
so,
yeah.
so I used
Back
to prep
then.
at Union Kitchen.
Yeah.
So after that, again, learning, go back to the drawing board, figure it out. I'm gonna sear all my salmons face down. I'm gonna sear them all before I get to my site. I'm
Yeah.
gonna put them in a container. I'm gonna have
Keep
all
them
my
on
crab
ice,
cakes
yeah.
on. I'm gonna have 30 crab cakes on one sheet tray. I'm popping them all in the oven
Yeah.
because people waiting, but people ordering right away, back to
Oh,
back.
for sure.
So now these 30 crab cakes ain't gonna get cold if I throw all of them. My mac.
People are ordering them.
My mac, I'm gonna bake the whole pan of mac off. and
That's
I'm
what
gonna-
I told. So there's a food truck outside of Saks, and I had to give him a little advice. Look, I had to give him a little advice because he was doing anything you want. You want shrimp, you want chicken,
Yeah.
you want this topping. I said, look, baby, at this time of night, people are
We
hungry
need 3 things.
and they want their food. I said, all you
3
have
good things.
to,
We roll
all
with
you
it.
have to do is say we have chicken, beef, and shrimp, no substitutions, and that's it.
And we would.
So-
And we would have
Here's my
eaten
$30.
We would have
This how-
eaten chicken,
Exactly.
beef, or shrimp.
You would have had it. So
Easy.
I had salmon.
But he wanted to do, oh, you want extra noodle? Oh, you
No,
want
no,
Thai
no.
chili? Oh,
No,
you
no,
want
no,
basil?
no.
Oh, you no.
No
And
substitution,
I
baby. No
said
additions.
I'm not trying to tell you
It is what it
anything
is.
because this is your business. But I said, may I give you one point of feedback? Is you need to have a set menu
Listen, I had
and you need to have all that shit
I had-
fried.
I
You need to
had
have all that shit fired
6 things
already.
on
So all
my
you have to
menu.
do is heat it up.
I had 6 things on I had 2 apps. I had egg rolls and wings.
That's
The
it.
Thai chili jerk wings
That's it.
and egg rolls.
The egg rolls are still good.
Far for mains, I had a ribeye, a lamb chop,
A lamb
a
chop.
salmon, and a crab cake.
That's it.
It's 3 sides.
Sound good, right?
Right?
3 sides.
Have y'all had his food before?
Broccoli.
Oh,
I know she young. I know she was a barcode. That was good.
People ain't never had Brussels sprouts before.
Or
I-
broccolini.
listen, oh, broccolini.
Broccolini.
I had 3 sides. I had broccolini, Brussels sprouts, mac and cheese. So and yellow rice.
Yeah.
That was so the yellow rice already made the yellow rice already made
What?
fucking Brussels sprouts.
And I had his.
had
And
his.
I'm
Listen,
like, God, anybody can make me like Brussels sprouts?
how I used
It's
to
good.
get how I used to get everybody was I was just like, yeah, look, I'm bringing Ruth Chris to the crib.
And that's what it tastes like.
I'm in the quarters
Tastes like.
with a food truck.
That's what
Like,
it
yeah,
tastes
I'm bringing Ruth Chris to the hood.
Okay.
And that's all.
And you understood that niggas out there they're gonna spend that bread.
Niggas gonna spend the bread, but what killed me with the food truck was when you start running out of shit.
Oh yeah.
And I'm trying to tell people like,
They gonna put
listen,
that bitch.
it's 100 people out here. How much? You need to start asking questions. If I can start feeding 200 people off a food truck, y'all need to start asking questions.
Well,
For
Where am
sure.
I storing this food at?
Yeah.
Jesus once fed.
A crowd. What was it? It was 2 pieces of bread and one fish.
Hey,
No, come on
One
now.
fish, 2
200
bread.
people.
1 fish, 2 loaves.
But now you start, but again, now you start dealing with niggas now. You start to deal with niggas now. So DC already So what made me go away from the food truck? DC, you gotta I didn't have a 10-foot truck. I had a bigger truck than a 10-foot truck. So I couldn't go down by the monument because you gotta have a 10-foot truck. Then it was lottery. So you gotta get in the lottery to go downtown on where you could be at. So I was already wasn't fucking with that. Museum and Spice Suite wasn't
Oh, yeah,
in
yeah.
their zones. So I used to pull up in front of the museum because they're my brothers, G
Yeah.
and Mo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I used to pull up in front of Spice
Spice
Suite,
Suite. That's
Angel, my sister.
Angel. Yeah.
So people would be in line, they'll go in Spice Suite. And the reason why I will pull up at those two places because they can go in the museum and shop while they wait for their food. And they could go in Spice Suite and shop while they wait for their food. That's why I did it at the museum and Spice Suite right in front of their shops. And eventually I met this guy named Russell. And this is the most like conversation he gonna ever get out of me. So I met this guy named Russell. He used to come to my food truck. And he said, man, he was a realtor. He said, man, I just bought this space, and I'm trying, like, we need a chef and da da da. And I'm like, okay, cool. You need a chef. At that time, only 3 of the chefs that had been working with me could work on the food truck because the truck ain't that big. So for me, I always been about making sure my whole team eat. Cool, I could be the face, but I need all of us
Everybody
eating.
else.
Everybody
Yeah.
else. Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
so I was like, this is an opportunity for me to be like, oh, fuck it. All my niggas could work in the same spot at one time. So Russell talking to me, and he like, you could do whatever you want to this joint. At this time, they building out. It's a spot called Union Oyster Bar. So again, I got pictures in Union Oyster Bar when that thing was completely
I
empty.
remember.
I had my notes.
Yeah.
I remember. And I forgot.
He's
But
making
then
my
I
job
remember.
easy.
I remember, and I forgot.
I got pissed.
All right.
All right, let's take a bathroom break because I got to
Right
pee
there.
too.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to pee. Okay, so after
I'm a
having,
transform. Hey, listen, I'm a transform to victory is fucking nasty work. But listen, I am high as shit and so fucking ready right now. So
All right.
you go right the fuck.
You
ahead,
said you weren't
baby.
ducking nothing.
Oh,
Thank
I'm not
you.
ducking a motherfucker.
Okay, so you had the food truck that was going for a while. I think everyone's dream, whatever your business is, at some point is to have brick and mortar, is to have an actual space. Talk to us about opening up your restaurant space.
All right, so I walked away from the food truck, sat the food truck down for a while, and opened Union Oyster Bar.
Right.
And out here in DC.
In Northeast.
And I opened it with a guy that was a realtor, and older guy. We had 2 different visions. My biggest thing where I always go into everything was my food always gonna lead with everything. So he wanted kind of like Union. That space was. It used to be the 501 Club.
Yeah, I've been.
It used to be Go-Go's.
Yeah. I mean, I've been to Union recently, but yeah, that's the 501 backyard used to be up there.
Yes.
UCB, all that
I've
shit.
been in there and
TCB
seen
had that
the
shit
Yeah,
jumping.
Union Market has completely transformed.
TCB had that shit jumping.
So mind
Completely
you, Union was
Am I about to drink an entire
2019.
bottle of 1942?
no, Union was 2018. And Union was literally I don't think our culture had seen like, oh, we trying to do a restaurant. So I'm gonna tell you a lot of shit that fueled me. And some people be in these spaces where I guess they want a safe face, so they'll never give people the real and shit like that. So at that time, I know I got a food truck, and JR got a restaurant.
Kitchen Craft.
Yeah, Kitchen Cray. He got a restaurant
out in Lanham, right?
In
Yeah,
Lanham.
and they did one in DC at one point.
Nah, but
At
at
that
that
point, it
time,
was
Oh,
just
yeah,
Lanham.
okay, yeah, you're right.
It was
Okay,
just
sorry.
Lanham.
I'm just like, oh nah, nigga, like I'm about to go get
Get a
like
space.
it's a no brainer in my brain. I'm about to go get this joint. He ain't gonna have a restaurant, and I ain't gonna have one. Like that's all I'm thinking in my head, and that's just the
I'm hearing a lot of friendly competition.
It's just the immaturity and the competitive nature in me.
There you
Like, oh, all right, cool. This food truck was cool, but I'm about to go get this restaurant. This dude came to me. I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna give you 25% of the restaurant. It's yours. You can do whatever you want. Boom. I'm at Union. I'm creating the whole menu, creating the concept, everything that Union literally started out with. Literally, I created the whole concept. Like, sat my food truck down. I'm about to do this now. I can bring in all my staff, everybody that ever worked for me, I can now bring them in. We're gonna be under one roof. We're gonna set the city on fire. At this time, the dude that I'm business partner with, he don't got no following. He's a 50-something-year-old man. He don't have no following. I'm the only one with the following.
But he would use that
From the
money
day
in the
that
site.
we opened,
Yeah.
that thing was jam packed.
I remember.
Mhm.
So what
I
happened?
remember.
6 days after opening, I got my first call to go on Guys Grocery Games ever. And I'm really debating with
Get
my
on where? On going
Guys
where?
Grocery Games.
First time I
Triple
ever,
G.
First
Triple
time I
G.
was ever
Yeah,
going-
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
First
Triple
time I
G.
was ever gonna be on Food Network.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
I'm thinking in my mind,
Food
like,
Network,
we
bro.
just opened
Yeah.
6 days in, and I'm getting this call. What's more important? And at the time, I'm just like, I got my whole team that has been with me, and they like, go. They like, man,
We can hold it down.
you're gonna be gone for 3 days. Go ahead, go
Oh,
ahead.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll hold it
Oh,
down.
yeah, it's quick.
Yeah.
Quick shoot.
I tell my business partner, I'm like, yeah, listen, I'm about to go on Food Network. I'm gonna be gone for 3 days. The team got it. He's like, all right, cool. 2 days I'm down there. One of my chefs called me. Hey man, he got go upstairs. In our agreement, I said we was never going.
Is it and
Listen.
as a DC native, is it because you want to go away from the 501 club?
No, I just
Look.
look, I'm a chef that spent a lot of money on culinary school. That I don't have a gimmick, so I don't need a band to bring people into my space.
Gotcha.
And I've been like that my whole life of cooking. Like, I don't need nothing to sell my food. So when black restaurants fail as a unit, it's because they don't have a product to sell. So I'm gonna have hookah in my spot to bring you in there. And yeah, when you drinking and you smoking hookah,
Everything tastes good.
everything tastes good. So there's a lot of restaurants out here that turn into nightlife because they can't survive or just strictly dining.
Okay, so you want strictly
So I
restaurant.
just wanted strictly
I get-
restaurant.
okay,
No,
I
you
get it.
cannot survive off of Cajun cream pasta alone.
But here
You
she
still
goes.
on that.
I hate
she's
it.
very mad about it.
I'm very mad.
It's a thing to be mad
Because
about.
I feel like
I had
as
some
black
cream pasta
people,
2 days ago.
no. I feel like as black people, we deserve more. So maybe you don't like a 12-plated dish out of France, and I can understand why, right? French
Come on.
cuisine is an acquired taste. It really is. But at the same time, like, we deserve more than a Cajun cream pasta. We
know, right?
deserve more.
Yo,
Wow.
Yeah, I'm here too.
We deserve more than, I don't have to even name them, right? Every single brunch, and granted, it's brunch because it's brunch. So
Well,
the menu can
you
only
bring
be
up-
but
you
so
bring
bad.
up- You bring up brunch right now. My
But-
GM, I moved my GM from Houston, and right now he been trying to go to like brunches, right? And I said, give me one black brunch that's a la carte. You won't.
And that's the other thing. Like, we deserve
All our
more.
brunches is
Buffet.
We
Buffet
deserve
style,
more than
buffet style.
buffet. We deserve more than buffet. We deserve a
You're
la
right,
carte,
but,
you know?
Park still hit. I'm
But
sorry.
okay,
All right,
no,
that's not
Park-
hit.
Park
Hey,
for me
listen,
still hits.
Hold
listen.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Well,
look,
listen.
I would die by
You
Park
gonna
Brunch.
stand on that one.
I would die by
Let's
Park Brunch.
clarify.
Listen.
Let's clarify.
Oh wait,
Hold on.
let's hold on. Wait, all right, wait. We're gonna get back to that.
Let's
But
continue.
we're gonna get back to that. I will definitely listen. At the end of the day, listen. Can't nobody sit in my face and tell me nothing. So I don't
About
care.
food, you're right.
I don't really care about none of that when
I am the 6
when I say that. But what we was talking about?
You were talking about they had the
Victory.
the go
we were talking
band
about opening your brick and mortar.
brick and mortar Union Bar, the go band upstairs.
So I did that, and they had a GM that until this day I love her dearly. She was just like, hey, yo, you need to check your books. And I think I was just so caught up on having a restaurant, just saying I had a restaurant, just saying all my, like, you got to think within the first one. John Wall had pulled up, Stephon Diggs had pulled up, like all my clients was pulling up within the first week of me opening that joint. And it started getting the traction and it was going good. And then when I figured that out, I'm like, hey, bro, like our agreement was not to have our agreement was never to have go-go's in here.
Yeah.
I don't want go-go's. I don't want live music. I don't want anything. I want people to come in here because of food.
Yeah.
Let us jam off of that. And when we started going that route, and then I started finding out like he was just taking money and shit like that. For me, I was just like, you know what? Let me walk from this.
Okay.
But my staff should stay. And I always used to tell my staff, like, y'all can't just leave something right now and be able to figure out. I can. So to save the brand of Victory and what I had created at the time, I'm a walk. But y'all stay because y'all need
Y'all need jobs.
Y'all need y'all check. Shortly after that, I did a show on VH1 called Girls Cruise with Lil' Kim.
Okay, let me just take a quick sidebar. That was one of my favorite shows
Really?
on VH1 because
I didn't even know it
Kim.
existed.
No, Little Kim. So she had this show
Oh, yes.
where she took a yacht trip with like
Yes.
Chili was
All
on
her
it. B.
girlfriends, her
Simone,
B. Simone,
girlfriends.
B.
Maya.
Simone,
I do
Maya
remember
was
this.
on it. The funny girl, what's her name? Pretty V was on
Mhm.
it, and Little Kim. So to me, Little Kim, I always feel like that she's my biggest. She feels like, don't know, a girl's girl.
Yeah, so that's what so pretty much when they hit me about the show, it was supposed to be like 5 women. Lil' Kim getting ready to release her new album. She's about to go on tour with some of her female friends, and she wanted to
Oh, I have a very quick question.
bring along like a celebrity cast of a chef, a bartender, a concierge, and a chef, a bartender, and a concierge, and then somebody from Trinidad that knew that side,
The other world.
that knew that other world. So we were like second. So we were like second cast. We were like we were like so Kim, Maya, Chili.
How does Maya smell? I feel like it's amazing.
I've already know that. She smells really good.
Maya,
Really
I
good?
met Maya with
Yeah.
Gold Link.
So yeah, Maya smells like papaya, and
I could see it. I
Right.
could see it.
Maya is-
I talked all this shit before meeting Maya. Then I saw her and I said,
Listen.
I couldn't even get my name out.
listen, and mind you, Maya is from Maya went to Roosevelt.
Yeah, I know she's from around here.
She's from around here. So Maya was
Maya
crazy because
smells
the
like
first day they
papaya.
introduced everybody. They was Kim was like on the show. It was like Kim introducing to her girls who her staff is, her support staff.
Okay.
Like, so they introduced me, and Maya's like, this nigga Tobias. Like, because Maya knows who I am. And so Maya's like, oh, this nigga Tobias. Because Maya from here.
Yeah.
So at the time, Maya knows and shit. And Maya knows Tobias is about to turn up on this. And
On this little yacht.
I'm not worried about second cast, third cast.
I'm doing this
I'm him.
I'm on the show.
I don't,
Y'all
listen.
do not know you put cameras on.
I am. the
Now
show.
listen, you really gotta understand. Like I was just telling one of my, we take everything back to food. I was just telling one of my staff, hey, listen, if you great at something, I'm not the chef to like pull it out of you. I need you to show it to me because I've always been on mine where if you give me an inch, I'm taking them out every time. If you put me in a room, listen. Put me in a room. I'm gonna do the rest.
Yeah.
You want to be. Some people need you to. Hey, nah, you know you good. Go ahead and do this. I don't need that. If you put me in a room, so they put me on. So I knew I was on the yacht, and I knew we was filming, and I knew we were in the middle of the ocean, and they couldn't send me home.
You can't go nowhere. What you gonna do?
So at the end of the day, guess what? When we filming, I'm gonna do what I want to do, and you gonna either cut. Or you gonna let the joint roll,
He's a cat.
or you gonna let the joint roll, and that's how. So that's how I went about the show. And within a couple days, they was like, "Ooh, we gonna get you to like interact with Kim more." And I'm like, "Why not Maya?" I'm like,
But it's Kim's show, though.
Man, we from the same whole town, man.
I mean,
Me and
yeah,
Maya-
That would make it be
It'll be good. It would
in
be
my
good
mind,
TV.
I'm
Be
like-
easier, alley-oop.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's slightly easier.
So
Liv.
they
but
try
it
to
was
make
Kim's show.
They try to make the joint like like ooh, Tobias like Kim a little bit and shit like that. Like I got all the it's not so again. You've
You've done enough reality TV.
The
so
production company that filmed Girls Cruise filmed back. What's all the VH1 shows?
Love
Love
and
and
Hip
Hip
Hop,
Black Ink,
Black Ink.
Oh yeah.
Cartel,
Mafia
Tattoo.
something.
What's the tattoo
Oh,
joint?
Black
Tattoo
Ink.
Mafia.
Ink,
no,
Black
Tattoo
Ink.
Mafia.
Black Ink.
Black Ink.
Yeah, we said
Black
Ink.
Ink.
And it's a mafia joint.
Cartel
Tattoo
Crew.
Mafia.
Cartel
Cartel Crew. Cartel
So
Crew.
they
I
film
remember
all
those.
that.
Yeah.
So I used to ask them like, hey, like y'all be making a Safari act like a cuckoo, and they like, nah, like again, how I think. If you put a camera in my face,
I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna show the fuck off.
I'm gonna show the fuck off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get this bunny, motherfucker.
You can't like. I'm gonna show the fuck off.
Y'all
And
gonna
I'm
know
like,
my name.
So that's why that's why I started learning about a lot of corny people. Cause I'm like, oh, y'all gonna do anything to be seen on TV. And for me, I wasn't. At the end of the day, me going on Girls Cruise was almost trying to touch the black world. Because to the white community,
They knew who you were.
they know the type of chef that I am.
Because
But for us, you know,
Food Network,
Right.
Food Network, yeah.
Because of Food Network.
Yeah.
But for us, you know, like, man, you know, you gotta be having 50 chains on, and you got.
So, what does it feel like to be one, actual chef, two, trained in Europe, three, have all these private clients, have this, have that, be on Food Network, and still within your own community, feel like you have something to prove?
I mean, this is because at 17 years old, when I'm at Parkdale High School, I ain't never thinking about, damn, I want to be this chef. Yeah, I ain't never thinking about my brother did 10 years in prison, a dope boy. Like, I ain't want for nothing coming up because my brother, you know. So you watching that, DeMar Johnson, I was best friends with his brother, Bobo. So I'm looking at NBA life, and then I'm a star football player. So all those things, none of that equated into me looking at my dad, wanting to be my dad's slave. Because I'm looking at my dad
Work hard.
work hard.
Yeah.
You would consider that.
And my
different
dad's a
lifestyle
chef.
than what you wanted, but
And-
he was holding his own, doing
But
his own thing.
my dad was holding my.
Yeah, he was doing his thing,
listen,
yeah.
at the end of the day, my dad wasn't no millionaire, but I ain't never want for nothing.
Want for anything.
Yeah.
My like I'm talking about go to work every day.
Mm-hmm.
I tell my therapist all the time. I seen my mom and dad argue 5 times in my whole life, and they was just
good.
like, and they said,
Right?
they said
The fact that you
know,
can
he said
recall
That
specific,
was good.
that's good.
And
Yeah.
he said, now your parents just did a great job, but he said, trust me, your
Keeping
parents
you out of
argue,
it.
but like that's what I grew up under.
Mhm.
So I grew up under a specific discipline of structure, and I just was always on. I was just always on the course of. I just had to be the best.
All right. We have to get to it because this is our number one question whenever it comes to you. You got to discuss victory. You have to talk about the break.
That's when we
Hey,
all
listen,
do.
I'm gonna tell y'all like this.
It was the biggest shit in Miami.
Nah, listen.
And
listen.
here in the
I'm
DMV.
gonna tell y'all.
because there was a fast.
I never
there was
talked
There was
about-
a takeaway here in Vista Gardens.
So
Oh
listen.
yeah, that was the. Yeah,
You remember that?
I'm gonna keep.
deep.
I'm gonna tell y'all this though. Like
Me too.
I've never. So my sister Patrice, she got a podcast. I think 2 years ago, I did a podcast. I did her podcast, and I talked about victory, and that was the first time I ever talked
Addressed
about
it.
victory.
Sure.
And Patrice's podcast is more catered to like not really get into. I wasn't going to get it messy for her podcast.
Oh well, welcome to Tequila Talk, baby.
no, listen.
we ain't shit.
You on the right
listen.
show today.
Now listen. So I never really like went crazy with the whole victory.
We're not
thing.
asking you to go
No,
crazy.
but I'm not asking.
Tell
You're
you
not
truth.
asking me to go crazy. You're not asking me to go crazy. But you
We
know,
simply
now
asking you to
that
discuss.
now that you know, victory was at one. So I created victory in 2013. A dude that I played football with in high school that at the time was my best friend named Alonzo Corbett, went to Bowie High School. He created a digital company and he created the logo with the knife and the V.
Mhm.
I remember.
And he was like, "You gonna call your company Victory?"
Hmm.
So I had, Victory Catering,
Yeah.
Victory Private Chef,
Sure.
and then I created the Victory Truck, and I was talking with my mentor, the guy that actually got me the space that Hunter House is in right now. I was talking to my mentor in 2019 after I had just got back home from
Miami.
from LA with Trent. Trent held
Okay,
out.
okay, yeah.
He held out that year. from the Redskins, and I moved to LA to train with him out while he was training to be a chef, so he could stay in shape. And coming back home, it was almost like, all right, cool, you got to figure it out again. What you about to do next? Like, you know, that's the entrepreneur world. You got to figure out what you about to do next. Like, let's see what's next. And my best friend was talking to my business partner at the time, and she was like, man, you know, he trying to holler at you, da da da. And I'm like, I'm about to open a fast casual joint up here. And I'm like, and I mean, listen, we talking about Miami, we talking about for a nigga like Walt who don't really go far out. Miami
Walt
is like
said,
Miami
now
is
why
like
am I in it?
Hold me up, hold me up.
Miami is like Bali.
You see how
Miami
they put
know
me
me.
and stuff?
I am
No,
right.
So that's
I
what
didn't even
You're
do
right.
No,
that.
listen. So that's what I'm saying. So a nigga like Walt,
I was trapping out Miami for years.
that's what I'm saying.
He's right.
But
He's not
Miami
wrong.
is like Miami is like the whoo, we going to Miami. So in my
Yeah.
mind, at that time, yeah, Miami is like I'm like, shit. I can go on my so I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna take
gotta travel
I'm
more
gonna take a
with you. I'm
flight.
sorry.
I'm gonna take a flight out there. So I took a flight out there, and he showed me a good time.
Yeah.
Okay.
He showed me a fantastic time.
Rolled rolled out the red carpet.
Man,
for you.
listen, I'm telling you.
They know my name in G5.
Listen,
But do they know your name at Booby?
do they know
No,
your
oh
name?
no,
Hey, listen,
I ain't get Booby yet.
Do they know your name at fucking Booby, nigga?
Do they know your
Hey,
name
I
at
got
Booby?
worse. I got worse than Booby.
Listen, Booby is the Booby.
I got the Office. Think of
You got to have the AR in the book bag.
Come on now.
They know us
You gotta have
at
the AR in the
Booby.
book bag to go to,
Hey,
go
look,
to office.
I was in the office. That's how you know I was deep in the trenches of Miami.
Uh-huh.
Nah, so
I was there weekly.
So I went out there. It was a dude that had a spot that the spot was about to go under, and he was like, "Hey, look, we buy the old owner out, and we buy one." So it was really a spot that had a Greek restaurant and a French restaurant in one restaurant,
That's weird.
and I guess those two people started beefing,
I can see that.
and the
Right.
French lady was like, "All right, buy her out," and the Greek dude name was still on the lease and all that. My man Billy, like Billy is my guy. Billy is co-owner of Playa. If you
Word.
if you go out Miami,
Yeah, we
Yeah.
love
Playa.
Playa,
Flyer.
Yeah, which is one of the co-owners. So Billy was like, "I you buy her out, y'all can redo it however y'all want, and y'all take a percent. We gotta keep a percent
Of course,
because
of
we
course.
still on the lease."
Own. Yeah.
So I'm like, so he like, man, you know, I'll give you this, da da da. And I'm like, who? So I don't gotta put no bread up. And mind you, at the time, people like when you rewind it, in my mind, I'm thinking like he could take more than me. I ain't putting up no bread. This is in Miami.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make bread one way or
Yeah,
another.
yeah, Miami.
I'm not thinking about none
You
of
gonna
that.
make that money.
Yeah, I'm not thinking about none of that. So I'm like, yeah, you can. At the time, I still don't know how big I am. I still don't know how big I am. Like at that time, and I'm like, cool. I like bet, and we like. So he had like a name in his mind called like Champion. He had like a brand himself.
Close.
Well, that sounds.
So, but he
Close.
like, man, you know what we gonna name it? We asking each other like, what we gonna name it? But he like, you already got Victory. Like, we might as well name it Victory.
Yeah, Victory
So
Champion.
you gotta think
Same.
the nigga in me, you know, just wanting to feel like I'm gonna stun on everybody. I'm gonna say, oh fuck it, let's name it Victory.
Sure.
So we get the sign made. Sign go up. I take a big like at this point on Instagram. I think the most likes I had ever got on a post was like 2,000. This is 2020. January 2020. I posted this picture at 2 a.m. in the morning. I remember it like it was yesterday. I think I got 10,000 likes on the joint. Just mind you, you are from the DMV. You got a restaurant in Miami.
Yeah.
In
It's a big
fucking,
deal. It's a big deal.
It's a fucking big
It's a big
deal,
deal.
for everybody that really thought that
a
you
big deal.
you was on a
No,
pause. real
I
quick.
didn't even know you. I like that picture.
Uh-huh.
I didn't even know y'all seen all that shit. Like, this nigga, he doing some shit.
Yo, listen, listen.
I'm being dead serious.
I took a picture
all my
like
all my
this.
friends are reposting him like, all right, he got to be somebody good.
I took a picture like this
I was like, yeah,
in front of this sign, and in my mind at the time, I'm like, nigga, I got a restaurant in fucking Miami.
Crazy.
Big
Like
deal.
where I'm going, and I'm thinking that it's Europe at the time. Like every time I go to Miami is a motherfucking good time. So I'm like, yeah, nigga, I'm up. And he like, man, let's try to get open before Super Bowl because all your clients.
Will be.
My first of all,
That was the Miami Super Bowl?
Super Bowl. Oh
That was
my
the Miami Super Bowl?
God. Super Bowl was in Miami.
Yes.
That year.
That was there. That easy money.
Timing.
The
Timing.
easiest money in the world.
Super Bowl.
Timing or
and you
alignment.
and you connected
alignment.
with all these. See how everything's
Nigga,
works
I'm
out.
calling, I'm
See?
calling every client. Hey, you in Miami? You in Miami?
Hey, y'all gonna be out
You
there.
in Miami this
Come to my
weekend?
restaurant.
Oh
Come.
yeah. Hey, you know I
Come.
got a new restaurant, Victory.
Come.
The Victory joint, that your catering joint? Yeah, I got a restaurant out here, in Miami. Nigga, what?
We
Oh, I'm
in it.
pulling up.
Yeah.
Man, Santana sent. So for Super Bowl, we had Zoe Dollars, Slim Thug,
Oh,
Deshaun
Slim.
Jackson,
I love
Andre Johnson. Like
Andre fucking Johnson.
Santana was
Hall of
cool with
Famer.
Andre Johnson because they went to Miami together. Santana told Andre, "Hey, my chef got a restaurant in Miami. Go pull up and check the joint out." So now Super Bowl weekend, we go fucking nuts for Super Bowl. Mind you, we painting the outside patios Super Bowl morning.
Hey, look.
Just
Don't
to get
matter.
open.
As long as
Just-
it's painted.
listen, just to get open. So we do that. Then we make money from Super Bowl. We close down for 3 more weeks. We open Super Bowl weekend. We close down, and then we reopen Valentine's Day for
Makes sense.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
So the money we made from Super Bowl, we finished all the improvements. We put booths on the inside.
Yeah.
So if you've been to Miami, originally we ain't had booths on the inside. So we put booths on the inside, added more stuff to the bar, decked it out. Cool. Now we ready. Now we ready to rock. We open up for Valentine's Day. Shit going crazy. Da da da. I'm on way more Food Network shows at this
Yeah,
time.
Yeah, you
I'm
were
on
famous.
like 5
famous.
shows that's
Yeah.
airing as we're opening Victory.
Yeah.
So on top, so now it's people coming to see me for food and people coming to have a good time because two black young niggas on arguably the hottest spot, and he had a wave too. So he was in Miami already. He already had a wave. He had all the females come in and stuff like that. So the ad, me having all the females, but at the same time, he was younger than me.
Yeah.
I'm 39. He's probably 32 right now, 33.
Sure.
Okay.
So we had an age gap. So the people that we attracted were 2 different type of crowds.
Sure, of course. Yeah.
So
Because there's not a big difference between 49 and 42, but there's a big difference between 29 and 22.
it's a big
There's a big
difference
difference
between
39 and 20,
it's a big
32.
difference between 27 and 33.
Oh, big.
30 and 36 is a big
Yeah.
difference.
Oh yeah.
Under
Yeah.
40, those gaps really matter.
Yeah, don't
Yeah, when you- when you-
Over 40
Like
don't matter.
50 and 45 ain't too crazy,
No,
but
no, that's not too
36
crazy
and
because
36
all
and 30 is like nigga,
It's
we live
very
two different
different.
worlds.
We live 2 different worlds.
Very different.
So
Very
it
different.
was in the era of show yourself. It was in the era of show yourself. So we was in the era of show yourself, and I'm not the big show yourself guy. I like good shit and all that, but I'm not the big show yourself guy. As in, I'm not doing the extra for no bitch.
It's-
And not to say bitch, but I'm not doing extra to make a chick entertain me.
yeah. So it sounds like just you two just had different
Creative
opinions
differences.
and you guys didn't agree
Listen,
with the way things could
When
be ran.
we parted
That's all it
ways,
sounds like.
when we
Yeah.
parted ways from
Okay,
Victory,
this sounds
so
like a-
So you end up opening DC as well.
So Victory was a great thing, right? Best thing that ever happened to me. So people hate pandemic. Victory was the craziest thing for me that ever happened. Far as
Pandemic?
Well,
even with the pandemic,
Mm.
it was amazing for us. We was in Miami. It wasn't really.
But
like,
man, Miami don't give
It
a
wasn't
fuck.
really closed down.
Or I was gonna say,
No, Miami
did
didn't give a
Florida ever
fuck.
close?
They did not. They didn't
Yeah.
get like nigga. We all gonna die. Fuck
I don't
it.
think Florida ever closed.
never really closed. So when we ran through it, and we end up being the only spot that could stay open. We end up being all the hookah lounges and stuff
Oh.
never opened back up. So
Y'all
we was
were
a
up.
restaurant that had hookah and,
Yeah,
and
hookah.
food. And
Y'all turned the pandemic
everybody,
into
as far
abandonment.
as food wise, used to tell me like, "Hey, Tobias, you gotta understand this is you gotta understand this is Miami, so it's like a destination spot. So a lot of these things, it went from me caring so much about food to me the type of money we was making. I almost pushed the food to the back burner because you in Miami, like I said, right now, I live not too far from my restaurant right now in Hyattsville,
Yeah.
and I can go 30 days and not see a luxury car.
Oh, for sure.
So
I lived across the street, and I was like, I didn't want to hit you up. I was like, nah, I'm cool.
So Miami, but how many times we like?
I literally
go
seen
30.
it.
You can go 30 days and
Oh, yeah,
and
you're not gonna
not
see a luxury car.
Not see a
The
luxury car.
luxury car, you go see the Benz.
Yeah,
Maybe a
And
BMW.
that's probably like a
Like a C class.
Yeah, but in Miami,
Oh,
C-Class.
come on, Lambo.
first of all, I used
C-Class.
to live on the 54th floor, and I can look at 5 docks
Wow.
from my balcony.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see it's an exotic car rental joint on both sides of Victory. Like, so
we gotta move Miami.
you
We-
fall
have
into
to.
him and Steve-O just
you
tell
fall
the best
you
Miami
fall
stories.
into that life.
Yeah,
And you
we
fall
got-
into
we got-
that
we
life,
got-
and then
we
you
got-
get to loving that life, and arguably like
Okay,
that-
so you talked about loving the life. When did the bubble burst?
so the bubble burst.
When was the love story over? When did the honeymoon end? Because you said you had the red carpet rolled out for you.
But like I said,
That's
it
what made you
sounded
come.
like it was just more so a difference of what to do when it came to
Sure.
it. He didn't want to show off too much. Someone else
Yeah,
wanted
no,
to
it
show
sounds
off a
like
lot
creative
more.
differences, and that
Someone's a
happens.
little younger. I'm a little older.
Yeah, but I think for people, let me take a step back.
No. So look. So this is what it is. Again, like I said, I think after therapy and all that shit, when now that everything fast forward, everything like happened, everything. I walked into a store one day in Seat Pleasant, and I had a Victory hat on, and a girl said, "Oh, you work for Victory?" And
You
I
work
said-
for Victor.
No, yeah. So I said, work for? I said, nah, I own Victory. She said, nah, my man own Victory.
Not her man.
No, like
But he was.
her
He
Like
was
her-
more
her
out there,
homeboy.
though.
Her
No,
homeboy.
He was more out there to who?
Instagram.
To who?
You gotta get girls.
Yeah, like
I'm
no.
just saying,
So I'm just saying.
I
to-
know you.
I'm saying no. I'm saying to who? Because the white world didn't like. Don't you gotta think to who? To our community.
Niggas.
That's what I'm saying. To the people that wanted to look at a certain look.
I mean, Instagram. We ain't,
Again,
I watch Food Network.
yeah,
but-
but Instagram. But again, I got 165,000 followers. He got 40,000. So to who?
We ain't gotta do all
Again,
that.
no.
Depends,
I'm not saying no. What I'm
depends.
saying is, so he was out there.
Okay.
Oh wow, that was wow.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
So again,
Sorry.
so
through the laptop.
you was out there to who? So again, that's why I say with our world, the nigga in me always felt like I had a point to prove because when I backtrack and I moved back and I sat and thought about everything after Houston and all that, even after I moved to Houston and all that, after the Victory shit went down, the Victory shit really went down when like we signed a lease to Maryland and then we signed a lease to DC, and then I got one of my chef mentors, as in a Food Network guy, hit me up and said, "Hey, you know you got to be the chef at all these joints."
Yeah.
Really?
And it reminded me, like, as in, yeah, right now it feel good to be lit on the gram.
Sure.
Far as we opening all these spots, but who
Yeah.
gonna run these motherfuckers? And you not the type of chef that's just trying to put a dish out for people to come and spend money. I'm really a chef that care about the craft that I do. So I'm almost to the point where, hey bro, after DC we gonna pause. And he ain't want to hear that because he wanted to open Atlanta.
Oh, good. Move quickly. Yeah.
So in my opinion, I'm like, bro, we got Miami right now. I'm about to be flying back home from Miami to DC to open DC and get DC menu ready. But then we're gonna open Atlanta within the same time. We're gonna sign all these
a
leases.
lot.
I'm gonna pause.
Yeah, that's a lot.
At the end of the day, at that moment, I'm thinking like, listen, I opened Victory with you. You was my investor for these. Victory's still mine. I can go open it anywhere else. And I think I had started to be cool with James, and James had started talking about wanting to open a restaurant in Houston. And
You talking about
he
James
ain't
Harden?
and he ain't really fuck with that. So he like, oh, you about to go get James a concept. And I'm like, bro,
You are the concept.
nigga, I am the concept. Like I can do what I want to do. But like, I just and respectfully, I just opened a brand with you in Maryland. in Miami, and we signed the lease together with the joint in DC. So I just gave you 3 money moves that at the end of the day.
But he would be lit in Houston. He gonna pull up. It's gonna be all love. It's gonna make the brand
Yeah,
look
but
bigger.
at the end of the day, like, you know,
Right?
like, oh, I don't want you to do nothing with nobody else. So cool. What I didn't fuck with was it started to turn too much into a party. And for me, I'm a chef. I'm
You're
always
a
gonna be a
restaurateur.
chef-forwarded person. I don't care for hookah. I don't care for all the other shit.
And
What?
wrapping it around.
What?
You got mad when Union Oyster Bar had the go-go band. You said, hey, I did
never
not
been
want,
that guy.
I don't want it to be a party.
I've never been that guy.
I want it to be a restaurant.
But just think, on a Tuesday,
I get it.
I don't want to DJ on Tuesday.
Okay, but
at
let's
7.
talk about this. Let's talk about this though, right? Because there has to be you got to meet in the middle somewhere. Right?
So the meeting in the middle for me was one. What happened was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we would make like a lot of money, like $30,000-$40,000 a day.
Solid.
Okay.
Friday you doing 40.
The bar gets
Saturday,
there.
the weekends will be good.
Saturday and Sunday you doing like 70 a day.
Yeah, that's right.
Because you're doing brunch in the morning
Yeah.
and like day party vibe in the night. It's Miami.
Yeah.
So my chef mentors is like, hey, I know you want to do the whole like sophisticated food type of thing. Oh, now I'm right here with you, Walt.
It's time.
Let's-
Oh no,
Oh no, it's time. We're about to transition.
the transition's about to happen.
Yeah.
So I'm
Transition's
warming
about
up.
to
Well,
happen.
go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, so when you get to that point where now
I
you're
drank a
doing
whole bottle of
so
42.
there you go where it's you dealing with fast forward 2022, I've had a therapist for years and now I understand I'm a chef.
Yeah, that's
And
who you are.
Cardo was a business nigga.
Yeah.
So
Different life.
that nigga wanted money.
Different. Yeah.
I wanted the quality of the food. So when people ask me right now, y'all beefing? I don't have the old me.
Apples and oranges.
The old me was like, man, this nigga tried to steal my life. This nigga went down the list. The new me, nigga, like I had 2 conversations with Guy, and
Amen.
just to sum up all this shit. With Guy Fieri, I had 2 conversations. Guy said,
You said guy. I thought you said God.
no, I
Who's
said
Guy?
Guy. I said Guy Fieri.
Oh,
I had 2. I had
Guy
2
Fieri?
Yeah.
I thought he said God.
I thought you said
so
God.
so Guy,
Me too. He said Guy.
Guy Fieri is my
Nigga, you do
No.
about fucking
Guy
Mr.
Fieri. My
Flavortown,
listen,
nigga.
no.
Mr.
So,
Diners, Drivers, and Drives.
yeah, Guy Fieri, my mentor. So I had a conversation
Is
with
it Guy
Guy
Fieri or
Yeah,
Fieri?
Fieri.
Fury.
So Fieri.
Yeah, there we go. That's it.
So you know, like what happened was when I said, nah, I'm gonna step away from this joint. He said, all right, go ahead. I said, well, I just want you to change the name. He said, nah. And when I looked, I went to go seek a lawyer, and my lawyer said, this for all the young businessmen, entrepreneurs in the world that really like want to go get to the chicken and all that. Listen, the first thing that you always do, make sure that you always trademark your shit. Trademark your shit, yo. Like when everything went down, I had an LLC for Victory. I worked or did all that, but Cardo tried to file a trademark for Victory. Like, and I guess when he figured that we had started, I guess when he seen shit shifting, he went and filed a trademark. And when I went to go file a trademark, my lawyer was like, hey, you know, such and such already got a pending joint. But what's so crazy is, hey, look, but this is what everybody don't know. What's so crazy is, it's a dude named Jonathan Mansour.
Mm-hmm.
So if you ever notice, it's a Victory in New York.
Oh, I didn't know.
And Cardo has no affiliation with the joint because the hookah dude that was at Victory filed a trademark before Cardo or me.
That's what you
You know
gotta
what I'm
do.
saying? Hey, finessing.
Listen,
Hey, he finessed them.
So listen,
Fuck out both of y'all niggas.
so my
Pretty much.
lawyer say, hey, it's a dude that filed a trademark
Oh,
before
shit.
Cardo. And I'm
He
like,
was- that nigga
really
was on
said,
point.
Yeah, you really said.
He went to that
yeah.
website like, Oh, they ain't do this
Because
shit?
I think people don't realize to get an LLC or a trademark, you have to have a pinch of smarts, but it only take about an
No,
hour.
so to get an LLC is nothing.
To get an LLC, take about an hour.
The trademark shit. ain't that
Trademark
bad.
takes a little.
It takes a while. It takes a little
trademark takes a
time.
while.
But to put it in,
Trademark take- yeah.
but put it in
But
the
what,
pen.
as soon as
ain't
you file, what it does is it stops every other name that is operating under that name
Yep.
from doing anything. And so your lawyer, if you have a good lawyer, you can get it done 3, 6, 9 months. But sometimes it takes longer depending on the complexity of your trademark.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as you file, it shuts everybody.
So
else
so
down.
so he so I look so my
Right.
lawyer like,
He
okay.
did what he had to do. Shit.
So my lawyer like, hey, file a trademark, we're gonna have to go to court. My lawyer like, you can get the joint back from because the first thing they ask you on trademark joint is first usage.
First use.
2013.
I got pictures from 2013, birthday cakes with Victory logos and shit like that. So when the shit started getting sticky and people started saying like, oh, Cardo, like people could be like, oh yeah, now the nigga Cardo say like he created Victory, I'm like, nigga, I got.
Do your Googles, nigga.
I'm like,
Not
nigga, I
Googles.
got 7,000, but I never cared that much. Like, people really, I think the outside world wanted me, and the outside world felt like because I wasn't saying nothing, I bailed out.
I
Listen,
do think
no,
because
listen.
I think because you never addressed it. I think
I said
people
something one
feel-
time.
One
oh, I s-
time.
listen.
But I think people feel
that's
like
gonna make it
you
worse.
just gave up.
It makes it worse. It
So-
makes it
You
worse.
gave
so-
up on
No,
it.
you did the right thing. I think he did the right
and the
thing.
thing about it
No,
is,
you did the right thing.
The thing about it is that
did the right
make
thing.
me
You arguing
laugh.
online is
When
crazy.
I said when I
You did the
said
right thing.
so, James, I was initially I had just spent the whole bubble with James, and
The bubble year.
the bubble year I had just spent the whole bubble in Orlando.
Wait. He
James
took
was
you
in
with
the-
you.
Yeah, he took me. So I met James at Victory. James gave me like 90,000 in like a week, like, and my man forever.
James Harden's wild, nigga.
Yeah, and I met James, and then he said, I want to go to the bubble.
Yeah, I mean, he going to the bubble.
Then he said, I want you to come to the bubble. The food is terrible. I
You
want
can't
to come
go.
to the
I mean,
I
So
know.
we-
I'm
I
okay.
mean, I don't know if she understands. Like, when you go in that bubble, you could not leave.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
You were in an Orlando fucking amusement park for how long? Months?
2 months.
Ex-
All right, so I go to
exactly.
so I go down there with James, and initially I was supposed to go to Houston, create the menu, and find a chef for him. Then when this Victory stuff started happening, he like, man, just come down this joint. That's when I moved to Houston to Open 13 with James. So now I Open 13 with James, and my lawyer like, I talked to Guy, and Guy say, hey, how many restaurants? Name all Bobby Flay restaurants. I couldn't name one. He said, you know who Bobby Flay is, right? I said, yeah. He said, nobody cares about Victory. Go make another brand.
Boom, shaka. Come on now. I was gonna
I'm
ask you
trying
that.
to think.
He
What?
said,
No.
listen.
I did think Bobby has Bobby's Burgers.
No,
Yeah,
Bobby got hella restaurants
But you don't know 'em.
No.
in Vegas.
Like if you look
In
at,
Vegas,
but if you look at the
Yes.
casino, like at
But
the
again,
Horseshoe,
you
they
know
were
who
like
Bob-
Yeah,
but
God
again-
Bobby
Fieri,
Flay.
God
Yeah.
Fieri presents.
But
They don't say his
you know
restaurant
who,
name.
You know who Bobby Flay is. You know who Guy
absolutely.
Fieri is.
Yeah.
You can't name
The
none of Guy
Vocaccio
restaurants.
brothers.
You know who
Yeah.
but you don't know none of Mike and them restaurants. You don't know the name of their
No, I
restaurant.
know they got one right
I know
here
Gordon
at
Ramsay
MGM.
Name
restaurant,
5
Hell's
Bobby
Kitchen.
restaurants.
Name 5.
Bobby, name 5 of Michael Vitaggio restaurants.
I can't.
Yes, but you know who Michael Vitaggio is.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So God said, hey, listen. And you gotta think, the black community got me so wrapped up in my mind,
And
like
names.
I just lost Victory. Oh my God. And God, like, nigga, like,
It's supposed to be him, right?
hey, you him.
Don't
Nigga,
matter
go-
what
go,
what it's
nigga, go
called.
create another joint.
Yeah.
Go like Victory.
Exactly.
Okay, well, all right, Victory, cool. Go create another joint. That's cool. Step off from that joint. And I say, you know what?
Smart.
I'm gonna walk away from this shit. And in the world that we live in as a black community, oh nigga, you walked away, you a bitch ass nigga. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about Victory. That shit ain't like I'm Chef Tobias.
Okay. Okay.
So I say, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna walk away from the joint. I'm gonna create. So I had the lady that I said was the GM at Union
Yeah.
used to always call me Huncho. Huncho in the Spanish term is the
Means
head of the big
Jefe.
the jefe, the head man.
Yeah.
And when I got my crib in Houston, I had a little board in my kitchen that said Huncho House. Like it was my house, and I had a 6-seat countertop
Oh, at your
So I was just like, when you in here with me,
Honcho's house.
it's Honcho house. You cooking, you having a good time. This is what we do. So I'm like, bet. I'm a Honcho house, and somebody said, "Hey, yo, you make this the Honcho experience." So right now, dealing with I got my brother Aaron Bullock. Like Aaron Bullock is the most annoying, best person in my life.
Amen. You need an annoying good person in your life.
Yeah, mine's behind the camera.
Like, when I say like,
Did we just see a middle finger come up from behind the camera?
Aaron, yeah, for sure. Like, it's fuck you every morning with Aaron, but nobody else can control me.
Okay.
But you got Honcho House and Highest. Like I said, I definitely had.
And
an
we
apartment.
had Honcho. You've been.
I've never been.
Honcho
You
House-
where? Walt's never been.
Yeah,
No, I
that's
tried.
crazy.
Okay, I didn't want to pull the walk card. I tried.
Why not?
I used reservations. Like, okay, so I got to wait.
Listen, I
and I
pulled-
did, and then
I
the reservation
pulled-
never
I pulled a
happened.
Tobias card
It was,
all the time.
I pull the card all the
but
time.
I'm like,
Jasmine has never ever
Hear me out.
went online and booked the reservation.
hear me
ever.
out.
By the way,
You're good with
know,
Jazz. Like, I just got cool with you.
I was about to go left Jazz, and I just saved
I
you.
saw my co-host saved me. My co-host pulled it. My co-host pulled me
I'm gonna go
up.
left, but I'm not gonna go left on you, Jazz.
Please
Like, I love
don't,
you, Jazz.
Tobias.
Look,
I
look,
know,
look.
I'm not.
So
not
I'm like,
your
damn,
viewers.
that's like, I mean, I know him. Like, I was at the cookout with him. He gave us food. I interviewed him and shit.
Listen,
But I'm not going.
Jazz,
I ain't gonna
this
pull that
the first person you ever
card.
talked to that you ever interview?
I'm sorry.
This is the first person you ever talked to that you interviewed?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Really? Yeah.
I mean,
Don't cap me right now.
We know you for the streets. We know you a street. We know you for the streets.
What did you just
Like,
say to
nah,
me?
I'm just fucking with you. I'm just fucking. Man, I love you. I love you.
Yes. Yes.
Exactly. We ain't put it out there, but that was
Wow,
that was
that was a harsh thing to say.
Shut the fuck up, man.
All right.
but that interview was like 4 years ago. I'm thinking
I don't
of.
even remember.
Jazzy.
I feel like we've had a good show, but I feel like things are about to change because you keep
Know
kind of
what?
poking me a little bit, and
Let's do it.
if you want to go,
Let's
we
do
can
it.
go.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Oh,
Hold
listen.
up. Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, let's refresh. Let's refresh.
Cheers.
Listen,
Hey, pull up.
Jazz,
Look.
if you want to poke, we can poke.
So,
You know, I'm up now, so you know.
You're up.
Yeah, when nigga got an M in his count, he could be up. So I'm gonna talk.
you know, we
cash
both
money
finished.
shit.
We both finished Survival 1942.
Oh, okay. Well,
we both finished our battles.
I got a little left for the group. I got a little left for the group.
Hey, we
Little
lit.
left for you, motherfucker.
Hey,
All
look.
right, so
Hey, look.
Nah,
All right,
thank
hold
you.
on. Wait,
Oh, yeah, go
real
ahead,
quick.
go ahead.
Look, I appreciate everything you just said. Everything you talked about brought everything back to full circle. Told our listeners and our viewers how you came up to be the person you are right now as far as being on the Food Network and transitioning from the NFL career to being a chef. And when somebody took your name, like, fuck it, I create some other shit. But
Want to talk to me?
this is why you're here.
hey, and also if you're watching this shit, make sure you go to Honcho House. I haven't been yet.
Please.
Make sure you go to Honcho
now
House.
that I know we cool, I'm gonna go ahead and skip past.
Yeah, skip that-
the
skip
reservation.
past that
'cause
line,
that
man.
Just text
no,
me
that
when you
reservation.
wanna-
I mean, that's how you know the shit good because that reservation is like
tonight,
nigga.
Tonight we had 123 covers. We got 42 seats in the restaurant. We had 123
Exactly.
covers. That's 3 turns a night. That's like precision work from a restaurant that you really wouldn't get out of Hyattsville,
Out of
Maryland.
Not
Hyattsville.
that, nigga, I lived across
Like,
the street from
let's
the movie.
take
I
a
literally
moment.
lived across the
Oh,
street in the apartments.
He
I was
lived-
right there.
he
You're
lived
next
right
door,
there.
legit. You're
He
next
lived
door.
right there.
I was about to walk over. It's like, nah, I'm gonna be chill out.
Well, yeah.
He
You need
lived
to
right
walk
Being
there.
too cool.
You need to walk over. Yeah, you need to walk over now, like legit, like
Because
so,
I think people have to realize, and this is what I said from moving from DC, well, Boco, technically DC, and then back out to PG County. There's nothing, and I will stand on this, and I don't care. On my little side of PG County, there's nothing to eat in PG County.
No.
There is nothing to eat.
Nothing that's good.
in
I mean, it's
PG
good.
Well,
It
again,
will hold you down.
you know, like
we
There's
got
nothing to
we
eat.
got hold
Yeah,
you down.
no, no, no.
Jasmine
If-
and
if-
Walt not gonna get to it, but you know, like just not to pop my own shit, but just if you into like anything into following somebody, understanding somebody, like I'm the first black chef to win Chef of the
Get into
Year
it.
in the state of Maryland. I'm
Get into it.
I'm the first chef in Prince George's County to ever bring a Chef of the Year.
And let's
to
talk about it
Prince
being in,
George's
in
County.
gorgeous Prince George's.
In Prince George's County. So at the end of the day, like I'm in Hyattsville, Maryland, with that I still,
Where specifically
I'm 2
in
doors down from a liquor
Hyattsville?
store.
Let people know where in
I'm
Hyattsville. What are you close to in
6451.
Hyattsville?
6451.
Across from the PG Plaza Mall.
I was gonna say, where are you
American
close
Boulevard.
to in Hyattsville?
By the,
listen
right on the
to
same
me.
strip of the movie.
I'm across the street from PG Plaza. Within the next year and a half, Honcho, that will be called American Boulevard right now.
That's what's
As what they know it is, will be called Huncho Way. Like I can guarantee you that. So right now,
Will Quavo come?
So right now I got Huncho. I got Huncho House. I got Huncho House on one side. I want y'all to hear here first. I'm gonna tell y'all. I got Huncho House on one side. Right now on June 28th, I'm opening 11/23, which is my birthday, which is what I really wanted Victory to be, which is going to be an upscale, fine dining lounge that serves food until 1 a.m. in the morning.
Ooh.
That's open.
Hey, you always like.
Listen,
Why everybody was like,
Now you
Listen.
talking my language.
Listen, so I just want y'all to really get it. So now I'm gonna talk about my product. Like I got a product that like Huncho House has
Go ahead.
40. It has 42 seats. It has. So rewind real quick before I talk about my product. I went to Houston. I opened a restaurant with James Harden in Houston. My brother is somebody that really, when I was in a bad space, he took me out of that bad space, and he gave me an opportunity
I've never heard anything bad about
to redefine myself.
That's serious.
No, I'm being-
To redefine myself as a chef, and gave me a chance to continue to make money. So I thank James for that all the time. I think James left. He got traded to Brooklyn in the midst of
but
me going
really
out there.
soon, right?
Yeah, very
Good.
like I'm talking about within 2 months of me being there. So it's almost like you throwing somebody into something
the deep
with
end.
everybody else that you already known for a long time. So at the same time, James got friends that's looking at this arrogant ass chef come in, and who the fuck is this chef to tell us how we gonna run our restaurant? And deep down inside, I really wanted them to understand that James Harden brought me out here. So you don't think that I'm not gonna tell him the shit that's going wrong in his restaurant that he brought me out here with because I want to be friends with y'all? So now if James cut me off and he continues to be friends with y'all gonna cut me off too. So I'm gonna tell him every single thing that's going on that's not supposed to be going on in this restaurant. And because James is so out of tune of the restaurant, because
Restaurant. He's money. He's
because
money.
that's
I like what I like.
what
It's
he
money.
spent on the restaurant was nothing. So that's just something for him to be able to come home, have a good time, and make sure that he put his peoples on in a position to win. And y'all not doing it the right way. So I had something to say about it, and I felt a certain type of way. But when everybody in his circle felt like we all was on the same, when I'm Chef Tobias. So at the end of the day, I'm not one of y'all. Y'all got one of James. I got 50 of James. I got NFL clients. I got NBA clients. I'm TDJ chef, and I got a lot of people. So at the same time, I'm not. I'm not. So again, I'm not trying to impress James. I'm trying to show James what it is that we have. So I'm always gonna keep it real with James. So when I felt like I needed to step off and do my own thing so I could show y'all that I'm really him, that's when I decided to say, you know what, I'm gonna come home. I'm gonna open a restaurant in Hyattsville, Maryland. I grew up 7 minutes down the street in Riverdale, Maryland. I went to Parkdale, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna come home. One, because I know growing up, I never had a fine dining restaurant to go to. It nothing. The biggest thing that we had in our community was the Copper Canyon and the Jaspers.
Hey, Jasper's getting lit though.
And getting lit.
Them tiger wings still hit. Them tiger motherfucking shrimp still hit.
Jasper's was and is trash, and I don't care. And I'm gonna stand on it
Yes.
as someone who's not from PG County, who has eaten food before. Y'all be bending over backwards for
Yeah,
Jasper's.
but you
so
gotta
I don't
understand.
get it.
Listen.
Because they serve you a drink this big. you
Because
like, it's good. Food good.
They got because Jasper's got the
Metro workers?
apocalypse that's in a marble glass that is 5 ounces of liquor.
Yeah.
Like you know, like
That's a fact.
Like
Okay.
That one margarita will get you
one
there.
margarita,
It'll get you there.
One margarita can get you lit. So Jasper's is always Jasper's is all we know, and Copper Canyon is our biggest fine dining. We don't even have a roof for it.
And that's what I'm saying. So as someone who moved out here and who didn't grow up I didn't grow up. I grew up in DC. I didn't grow up in PG County. As someone who moved to PG County as an adult, I'm like,
And
y'all,
PG County got money.
y'all, right? And that's the thing, right? So I moved to the richest sub. I'm like, y'all don't know
we
money.
ain't got
Nah,
shit.
You don't know money for real.
so
For
You're
real.
right,
But,
you're right
like,
though. We didn't have it though.
So then you
want to bring
take
your shit.
So then you take it like mind you, people don't understand. Hunter House was a Five Guys.
Yeah, I know.
Like
no, we were
You know.
over there
So
all
you
the
were there.
time.
I was living there.
Hunter
He
House-
lived there. We
Hunter
were
House
there.
used to,
I was
Hunter
living
House
there.
used to be a Five Guys, and for me to turn that into what I turned it into, like
It's
into
incredible.
a dining space of 42 seats.
Talk about chef's
I got a
table.
4-seat chef table where you could be able to intertwine with me, talk to me, you know, have fun with me, see what everything.
Word? It's like Hell Kitchen.
Nah, it's better
No.
than Hell's Kitchen. I don't know what
Better.
Hell's Kitchen is. Yeah.
My fault. I was
Is it
talking
even? Is Hell's Kitchen even still
I'm
open?
talking about the
Hell-
show.
Yeah,
the
no,
show. They be
so Hell's Kitchen.
people were talking
Nah,
to me on the
listen.
show.
So I tell her all the time. And
No,
like-
you know you've
and
had a
that's
chef
why-
experience before where you sit very close to the dining
Nope.
room and the show. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
look, but that's not something that we've had. That's not something that we've had in Prince George's County. So we don't have that. So it's amazing that
Like
I
said,
I
I'm not from
wanted
out
to
here, so I don't know.
listen. I wanted to be able to bring that dining experience of having the full seat chef tables, being able to sit and see everything that's coming out the kitchen, seeing the kitchen cook. I'm big on open kitchens because I'm really big on cleanliness. Like I'm big on cleaning. I'm big on seeing the work that's come out. I'm big on you seeing what the product that you have.
So for y'all
until
who
this
haven't
day,
been to Honcho House, you walk in and you have there's two
champagne
kitchens.
upon arrival.
Your
Like the-
champagne.
Word.
So first you come in, the hostess greets you with champagne. So you can either sit at your table or wait for your table a little bit. But what's best about Honcho House is separate from the prep kitchen, the front kitchen, the expedited kitchen, you can see everything.
Yeah, so
So
I want you to see
imagine
everything. I want you to
being-
be able to see how we cook, see how we clean, see how
See but more than that, you can also see how they're interacting,
you
how
see
they're
how
talking
we interact
to
with
each
each
other.
other. Yeah, exactly.
How it's a good time, it's a vibe. You sit at chef's table, whether you have Chef Tobias or remind me the name of your Sue.
Chef Joy. Hey, listen, he ain't my Sue. He's my brother, Chef Jordan Redbeard. I make sure this part of the
Good
podcast, you keep this in here. Chef Jordan Redbeard. He's about to be the executive chef of 1123, the new restaurant that we about to open right now. Open up June 28th. It's a fine dining West African and Asian fusion restaurant.
Yum.
It has a sushi bar and an oyster bar at the restaurant. It has 4 8-top booths, 3 5-top booths. It has a 12-top booth. It has a private room that seats 16. It has a DJ booth with a state of the art DJ booth in there. It got a 16-seat bar. It got a 6-seat chef's table. When I say this is the most phenomenal thing that you will ever see in our DMV area, I promise you on God, on my life, on my children,
just sounds
on
like-
my mother, that this right here is going to be our music at 11 o'clock in the night, eating amazing food, being able to not feel like you gotta worry about somebody standing on a couch, somebody blowing hookah in your face, somebody that's
Fucking
giving you
twerking on my eggs.
somebody that's
Don't
listen,
twerk on my
you gonna
eggs,
have your own. You gonna have your own booth. You gonna be able to eat good food.
I
good
wanna twerk on
good
my own
sushi,
eggs.
good
I want nobody
oyster.
else twerking
For
on
all the fellas that's trying to impress women, we're gonna have a live oyster bar that you can go and pick your lobster. We'll post your lobster for you. We'll put it on your
Hoes
seafood
love
top.
lobster.
We're gonna put it on your seafood tower. We're gonna
Bitches
bring it to
love
your.
seafood.
We're gonna bring it to your table.
All bad
It's a
bitches love
mural of my. It's a 30-foot mural of my mother when she was 25 in this restaurant. I got a chance to live in Miami and learn. So victory was never a fail for me because I got a chance to live in Miami for a year and see the product of what Miami produced in the Komodos and the geckos and the poppy steaks. I got a chance to live in Houston and understand the food culture of Houston and got a chance to open 13 and got a chance to see everything that 13 produces as the brunch culture, as a black culture of food. And now I'm bringing that to the DMV and I'm giving the opportunity for people to really understand I'm a one of a one. I'm a fucking unicorn. I'm that nigga. Like, so people understand, they get mad at me when I feel like that I'm overly I overly talk about who I am as a chef when you don't understand. Like I'm one of people that you have the Kwame's out here and you have those people out here, but I'm a chef that I'm built with tattoos. I love jewelry. I love talking how I talk. I love being who I am. I grew up from the inner city. People like me kids don't get a chance to really say, I can look at somebody that look like me, talk like me, be like me, and really perfect this. I could sit in a room of the best chefs and talk that shit on the best level of whoever it is, with a Guy Fieri, a Gordon Ramsay, a Bobby Flay, Alex Gornicelli, and really sit and own my own
Alex.
because of who I am, because of what I've learned, because of the education that I've took to get to where I am. So when I talk and when I preach and get people to understand who I am as a chef, I think us as a black culture take it as me being arrogant when really I've really put in the work. I will still right now till this day, right now, go outside and sell plates if I really wanted to, just because I could.
You could. You could.
Just
Look.
because right now I know I could sell
You
plates
could.
right now. I could sell.
And you know people
I could
would
sell
buy 'em.
200 plates right now. I
could sell 200 plates tonight.
at $50 a plate
Tonight.
right now, and I will
Tonight.
sell out.
What we just did, I let you rock. What we just did, that was a whole advertisement.
Okay.
That just comes.
I was gonna say, don't cut any of that.
That right there,
Listen,
nigga. 11:23.
I really got-
11:23
I
sounds like,
really-
hey guys, this is where you get some pussy.
Listen.
Look here, you take your girl there.
Hey
at
guys,
10:30, 11 o'clock.
Listen.
Leave at 12. Go
Listen.
liquored up.
Oh,
Food good.
I ain't even-
You
listen.
knocking it down.
I'm not
You got
even
oyster,
listen.
Oyster
Listen,
bar.
I want y'all to listen. Listen though. Listen. I'm not. Listen. I'm not even done. I'm not
Don't
even done
encourage
popping my
that,
shit right now. Look, listen. So right now, American Boulevard. Right now, we got a Hunter House that's on the corner. It's 6451 American Boulevard, Suite 101.
Okay.
Right now, on the other side, we got 6450 Suite 100, 1123. I ain't even right now. Shit, going crazy so much. I ain't even announced it. 2 weeks ago, I just signed my lease to 6450 Suite 998. I'm gonna go ahead and let Jazz cut that shit off.
I don't know
She
what
knows.
this happened.
Don't worry.
Yeah, no.
I'm
No,
gonna put,
literally.
Don't worry. hey, well, don't cut this part either. I'm gonna put Jazz on punishment later on.
I know. No, it kind of is porn.
Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry. Listen, don't cut that.
You know
I'm
who that is.
I'm putting Jazz on punishment later on. Listen. Yeah, so
This
listen.
is sexual.
Yeah, don't worry. You're gonna be sexual later
All
on.
right. He said he gonna get sexual later.
Yeah.
Put the phone down. Let's get it.
Yeah,
All
so
right, now it's
no,
time.
listen,
Nope.
hold on, right
No,
before
okay.
that.
Sorry,
Listen,
sorry.
right before that. So like, you know, I'm big on Hunter House. You're gonna be able to get your when you come to Hunter House, you're gonna get your fine dining experience, date night. You know, I really don't like parties over 6 at Hunter House, but you know I do them. But Hunter House is
Oh, I got a
fine
bone to
dining.
pick with you about party of 6
fine.
at Hunter
Listen,
House.
shh. Fine dining.
Thank you, brother.
Fine. I'm the only one that can do that to Jasmine. If y'all don't know, me and Jasmine used to date. Hey, Walt, don't cut this part out. Hey, yeah. So, and Walt, real shit. Don't cut this part out. I don't give a fuck what she tell you. I got.
She
more
gonna
money.
tell me. She gonna say, "Hey,
listen,
Walt,
I got more money than her. I can pay you more. Hey,
give me on that joint with Russell Westbrook. We good."
listen. So, seriously. So, Hunter House is a dining experience. I want you to be able to leave out of Hunter House. Just say you had a date night. I want you to be able to leave out of Hunter House, be able to go to 1123 and say, I still want
Oh,
drinks.
keep the party rolling.
going.
I still want drinks. I still want to have a good time. I want to hear good music and shit
Yeah,
like that.
keep the
So watch
party
some TVs. I can go over there. But hey, listen, this is what I wanted to tell the world. Like, you know, I really haven't told nobody yet because I just signed my lease 2 weeks ago. But you know, Jasmine is my person. And Walt is a good brother, so you know I just signed a lease to Hunter House of Hookahs. It's gonna open up right next door to 1123. That it's really we
Number one.
You know, it will be open. And so, you know, it's gonna be a hookah lounge, strictly hookah and cigars with a bar,
Word.
literally. So it's no food. You know, Maryland. I'm not even a guy to mix food and liquor. So
either.
I mean, food and smoke.
Hookah, yeah.
So that's
Smoke.
why.
I can't smoke.
So
yeah.
that's why
Smoke fucks me up.
1123 don't have no hookah. It don't have no 1123 don't have no hookah. It don't have no gimmicks. It's great food again. It's with a bigger bar and it's a vibe. It's gonna have a DJ booth, but you can still be able to go to Hunter House of Hookah right next door and be able to get your hookah, get your fix for what you need. But again, like I said, in the next 2 years, it's DJ booth.
All that
A bar and hookah and booths for hookah. That's it.
What the hookah price? 'Cause the reason I stopped smoking hookah is I went to Victory once, and I was like, you know what?
You paid $100 for
I
some
paid that
hookah.
$80 for hookah. I was like, no,
You paid
Nah, nah.
$100 for some hookah.
I quit hookah that day.
Nah,
It's been 2 years since I smoked hookah.
Our hookah's gonna be at a good price. But
I ain't dropping 80.
Nah, that's just I just wanted to make sure I got that out of the way. Like, listen,
You're not-
I don't knock anybody at the end of the day with the Victory situation. You was dealing with a businessman, and you was dealing with a businessman. You was dealing with a businessman. You was dealing with a chef. So you know, now that I sit back and think about it, you know, we was two different niggas.
Yeah.
That's
all it is,
that's
bro.
all it was.
That's
So
all
you know,
that
I don't go back. But you know, Jazz want to turn it up a little bit. So
Hey, look here.
Please,
You ready?
please. You ready?
Cheers.
Everybody
Cheers.
ready?
Listen,
Yeah,
my
shit.
bottle empty. So
Hey, look.
We got-
She got a
where
little
y'all
more for
look
you.
at? Oh, listen.
I got more.
Yeah,
I still got some in mind.
yeah. I'm drinking. Yeah, don't worry.
You gonna be all right.
Yeah, she know. If anybody know.
You gonna
So
be
what
all
we talking about? Yeah, go ahead.
All
Y'all
right,
drink some
so
more.
our first question
Oh,
is...
no. We
Oh,
got to introduce it. All right.
Go
So
ahead,
this,
go ahead.
now, Ike, you gotta think it was a 3?
3.
Hit that button.
Nigga.
Truth or shot?
Truth or shot. All right, so this is a very straightforward game.
And you
You
see these
either-
clips
This is where you've seen all of our clips. You either answer the question
or take a shot
or
or
you
drink.
take a shot.
Okay.
So our first question is a soft question, of course. What is your go-to porn category?
What is my go-to porn category? Like
I right now I'm on Ebony Squirt. That's my thing right now.
so like it may sound crazy, like so two things like I never been a porn guy, I never been a nigga to jerk off.
You don't jerk her off?
Nah.
Nigga, I jacked it 2,000 a day. What the fuck?
Oh
No,
my
no, so,
God.
now listen. So my look, my homies and them used to be like, you know, if I'm fucking a bitch for the first time,
Oh, you
like-
gotta get the first nut out.
nah, I'm not that nigga.
Yeah, nah.
All right.
I really
all right.
feel
First nut is very
So
slippery.
wait. So you passed the truth or shot. So who drinks?
Who wait, how
Oh,
did I pass it?
all right, here we go. Here
Because
we
you
go.
didn't answer the question.
Wait, so what's the question?
The question was your go-to porn category.
doesn't
You
have
don't
one.
I
have
don't
one.
have one.
So that
You gotta drink.
you gotta drink.
I got a drink.
Now, hear me out. All right,
Yeah,
the
you
new
gotta drink.
rule that we found out through Damani,
Yeah.
and shout out to our guy Damani and Ryan and
There
everybody.
go my shot right there.
Thank
And
you.
shout out to Grand Hustle. They reposted our shit a couple times.
Thank you.
So T.I.'s son came down here. He's like, look, if I'm gonna drink,
T.I. son came here.
Yeah.
Deep Damani, that's my
Listen,
dude.
y'all
That's-
really, hey, yo, listen. Hey, hold on. Before y'all, hey, make sure, hey, Walt, don't cut. Hey, Walt, don't cut this out either, Walt. Hey, listen, man, what y'all gotta
Don't
understand
cut
is,
this out.
what y'all gotta understand is, like, I think in our world, like we don't understand as a black community, like what we do is hard to get where we at because a lot of people judge us on where we at. This Tequila Talk is phenomenal.
Thank you.
Like I've been on a couple.
that's gonna be a drop right there.
I've been on. listen. I've been on a couple podcasts. I'm not gonna toot my own horn and who I am as a person, but I've been on a lot of podcasts right now, and like Tequila Talk is definitely a vibe. It's definitely if you ain't on here, if you haven't been on here, where
gotta
you
get
can
on.
just completely be yourself and be able to give a chance to tell your story and tell who you are and talk about life and just be energetic and fun. Walt and Jasmine are two amazing people. They got amazing cast to help them complete what they do. Hey, listen, I'm having a gret time on here.
Hey, look.
This
Alright,
is
you ready for
phenomenal.
our
So
next
look
show.
at the mind made a rule. He was like, look, if I'm gonna drink,
We have to drink.
if I'm gonna answer the question, you have to drink. If
Yeah,
you
well,
don't
I
answer
just
the question,
drank. So I just drank right now.
So that means you.
So if you
Tequila
tell the
Talk.
truth, we have to drink.
Oh, all right. Well,
All right.
all right,
That's the
cool.
rule.
All right, so truth
you-
or
yeah,
shot.
so you-
All right, here we
I
go.
just
here
took
we
a
go.
shot. So talk to
Next
me more,
question.
Jasmine.
Truth or shot?
Truth for shot is. Yes, she is. Yeah, make sure. Hey, yeah, listen. I thought that was a question he was about to ask. Take that shot. Nah.
I'm about
real
to
shit.
pull a whole Shannon Sharp transition. All right, so truth or shot.
Truth for shot. What's up? Truth for
Truth or
shot.
shot. The worst thing that happened to you during sex.
Ooh, we've had a lot.
So the worst thing that happened to me during the sex is a motherfucker farting.
The fart?
Yeah.
Oh, a girl passed us.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
were you eating the pussy?
Who? Nah, listen.
What position were you?
What position? I was gonna say that counts. What position was it in?
I'm hand on the thigh. I'm hand on the thigh on left leg. Let me see. Hold.
Figure it out.
so you were on top
Wait,
of
Oh
the
wait, no. Hey, let me lay down. So I got right leg up in the air. Yeah, right leg up in the air. I'm holding that leg up. Hey, yeah, I'm licking.
Oh.
And hey, ho! What was that little poof? I want to know what that little poof was. That little poof wasn't like
A
an
coochie
air
poof?
fart. Nah, that wasn't air. That was a queef. That wasn't a queef.
It was a back door.
That was a back door. That was a
In your face.
In my face. I'm
That's like your pink eye.
Nah, listen. I'm
We
really
were in it.
yeah, for me, I'm a big pussy eater.
You're a
I'm
big pussy eater.
Who?
I mean, I like big pussies too.
I eat pussy. I eat ass. Like, yeah, I'm that guy. So in high school.
Oh yeah, we got to drink now, right? Oh shit.
So in high school, yeah, Jazz like, damn man, take this nigga to the bathroom. real quick."
Yeah, go take a bathroom break, please.
And this is my last question. Truth or shot?
I've never been nervous.
What is the worst thing someone you were interested in tried to do to get your attention?
So the worst thing you can do to get my attention is talk about me cooking for you.
Oh, when you gonna come cook?
So like,
Well, that's how you got the bitches.
on. So for me,
Is
No,
it
I don't feel like
is it
okay, that
Uchi
was
Wally or one mic?
nah. So for me, legit, my career has been like I probably fuck more people than I've cooked for.
What am I
And
doing
when
again?
I say-
what am I
Your
doing?
mic.
And so when I say
You
that,
fuck more people that you cook than you cook for.
So like
That makes
Repeat it
sense.
one more time.
I'm not
Cooking
trying,
is a lot.
You got like you a special person if I cook for you.
Well,
Listen, when you got cash, for me, you gotta think. So I tell people all the time, when you start dating somebody, what is it that you do? What is it that you do? When you meet a woman and you start dating them, what is it that you do?
eat her ass.
No, you sick fucker. You sick fucker, you. I ain't had to eat ass to get her. I think I ate